Oh yeah, babies. The CIA out there looking at you just like we've been telling you the whole time with that whole Vault 7. Trump increases government dances with the media and you guys still buy into it. Don't go anywhere. It's time to grab your beers and open your ears, babies, because the Friday Night Super Show starts right now.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
The Friday Night Super Show.
Oh, hell yeah! Look over back!
You damn right. Tag team champs, bitches. The motherfucking Friday Night Super Show. Number one in the world, baby. Hey, enough of the goddamn horse shit. Let's start the show.
Oh, yeah, baby. You know what night it is. You know what time it is. That's right. The Friday Night Super Show is live right here, babies, on the Last Voice for Liberty Network, man. I'm the mouth laughing and scratching at you. Dennis Ford going to be joining me here shortly, ladies and gentlemen. I just got done doing an hour with one of my great compadres in talk radio, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chuck Ocelli, good friend of mine, the Ocelli Effect, over there at American Freedom Radio, man. They're continuing on doing their show as well while we start our little madhouse here. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Maverick in the chat room with us here tonight. You can check us out here at Spreaker if you're listening. The chat room's there. Leave your comments, questions, or anything like that. We've got a hell of a show packed up for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because it's been a Granois shit show. Forgive my French, and I do mean the French word that I used before I said shit show, because that is not French. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a shit show literally going on as we do each and every week that we come on this Friday Night Super Show to come and talk to you about this stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, the CIA, the WikiLeaks dump, let's start getting this out there, kids. The WikiLeaks dump is something that, we've talked to you about multiple times. We've done this show, not only on this show, but every other show that Dennis and I have been a part of, that I've been a part of with Austin Thomas over there, who was on the show with us last week. And kids, we've told you about this for years. Now it's actually coming to light, being put out there in mainstream media. So they're being forced to talk about this. And people are still kind of, nah. They can control your car. They look at you through your TVs, through your fondle slab of choice, ladies and gentlemen. Your handheld devices, your computers. When we were telling you about this for years, people were saying, oh, you're crazy, Lee. You guys are fucking nuts, man. They're actually like they're looking at us. No, they are. If you become a person of interest that they think they need to look into. And let me tell you, the list of criteria for that position increases on a daily fucking basis. Okay? They're going to be looking at you. They think you did a little something, a little falsehood on your taxes. Oh, you didn't give us enough money, motherfucker. Now, guess what? We're going to look at you. We're going to watch you spank your monkey. Greasy stuff like that. In case they need to bring you in case you get a little bit of information on them that they could possibly deem damaging to them, because it doesn't even have to be damaging to the public. But if it's damaging to them, aka the government, then guess what, kids? They're going to try and get some dirt on you, shame you. Oh, okay, well, we'll put this greasy thing up. You looked at a porn site. You're jerking off to, 18-year-old girls or some greasy, some greasy shit. Whatever they want to pull up on you, whatever you get into. Anything that they can use against you. And they will. Something that will disrupt your pathetic little built-up existence that you've framed for yourself and the guise that you think that you're free, when clearly you're not. I mean, look around you. Free men don't need to ask permission to do anything. Okay? If you have to ask permission to do anything, you are definitely not free, are you? No, I mean, of course, there's certain, aspects of asking permission that require things like respectfulness. I mean, you don't just go up and rape somebody or stupid shit like that. But now we're getting into splitting hairs here. You really need to look at these ideals, ladies and gentlemen, of freedom and examine what they mean. You're never going to actually get a meaningful existence if you keep pondering and entertaining this shit show idea that government's serving you or doing anything good for you. I mean, literally, you have to walk away from that idea really quick. And that means taking a lot of personal responsibility. I know, dude. Responsibility is a heavy-duty responsibility, man. Come on. I don't know if I can take any more responsibilities on, Lee. It's, shit, I got the kids, I got this, I got that going on. It's like you're already taking responsibility for your life in that aspect. Now take away their power. Buy yourself a firearm. Be able to protect yourself. It's like I was just saying with Chuck O'Celli a little bit ago, man. When do the cops show up? After you've been shot. After you've been robbed. Okay? They're not there waiting behind every bush. Waiting for the bad guy to come up on your house. And they jump out and they go away, bad guy! You stay away from here, you crazy old bad guy. They don't. The bad guy gets in. He gets your shit. He kills you, shoots you, whatever. And then they show up and go, well, let's clean up these bodies. Well, we'll take a report, we'll look for them. After the fact. Hey, you get robbed by some homeless guy, you think you're going to get your money back? No. You get shot by some jerk-off, like in the leg or what have you, or some non-life-threatening wound. You think you're going to get to do the same to that person in return if the cops come and catch him? Nope. They'll stick him in a cage. Let him go in 6 months. This is the reality of the world, man. I'm not trying to sit here and make stuff up for you, try to scare you into shit. This is just the reality of the world we live in. This is something that we need to change. I mean, if it sounds shitty and sounds scary, it is. We can change that, though. But not if we're going to sit here and be willing participants in the shit show. The only way to change the shit show is to turn the sumbitch off. And how do you turn it off? You cut it out of your life completely. Whatever type of little thing you seem to think the government is doing for you, figure out a way to do it on your fucking own, man. Figure out a way to Hey, I can take care of myself, do this. I don't need the government to come out here and fix this pothole in the road. Run down, grab a little cheap-ass bag of asphalt or what have you. A little something, a little mix. Fill in that pothole myself. I don't need these people for that. You don't need them for pretty much everything because they do not provide any type of actual service. They provide a crutch. That's it. A crutch for people who are unwilling to take the responsibility to deal with things themselves. And they walk away. They just allow people to be dependent upon something else besides what they need to be really dependent on, which is themselves. And that's where you get this epidemic of people who seem to think they're entitled to things. Because if you keep people that they are entitled to the world and that
hey, do you think you can pick me up from my mom
and entitled to things, then they don't feel that they have to work for anything. They don't feel like they have to earn anything. And if you don't have to earn anything, what is anything worth to you? I mean, really. I've had this conversation with several people close to me in recent weeks, man. I'm out of a vehicle right now. It's like, well, such and such would help you out. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I understand that. That's great. But I'm not going to ask anybody for help. I'm going to do it myself. Because I'd rather do it myself. It makes it more worthwhile to me. Number one, ladies and gentlemen. But number two, you do it on your own, then you don't owe nobody nothing. Okay? Then you get it, you're free and clear, it's all yours. I mean, well, the whole concept, of course, of ownership of property is an entirely different, that's another show. Okay, but still and yet. And there's no better feeling than knowing that you went out and accomplished something on your own. And when you start getting that soaking into your life, and then make these accomplishments and make the goals that you set for yourself, you'll find that self-sustainability is a pretty simple thing. It becomes habit. You start looking for other ways to improve yourself that way. You start looking for other ways to make plans to, all right, this is what I'm going to do. This is the goal I'm going to set. This is how I'm going to reach it. I don't need anybody to help at all. I can do it myself. I can pimp it out like a champ. I want this in my life. I want to go here. I want to do that. Well, you know what? Get out there and do it, man. You can't sit back and wait for somebody to hand it to you. You can't sit back and wonder if the government will give it to you, because the government ain't going to give you shit. What a hard fucking time. If they do give you anything, it'd be something minuscule. I know people that are working 2 and 3 jobs, fast food, who still got to try and apply for food stamps. And then when they do apply for food stamps, because they don't have any food, then the government goes, okay, well, here's $9 a month. I mean, what the hell are you going to buy with $9 of food stamps? Not one meal? That's if you're lucky. Well, next month I'll have all the ingredients for spaghetti. It'd be great. I just don't understand. Dennis Ford going to be joining me shortly. We've got special guests coming up in the second hour as well, kids. I've got to rest the old vocal cords here for a second, so I'm going to take a quick break here. You can hear from our friend Payday Monsanto. We'll be back on the Friday Night Super Show.
Yeah, I'd like a large pepperoni, please. Delivery.
Large pepperoni?
Yeah. Is this the Besta Pizza? I want to make sure I'm ordering from Besta Pizza.
Yeah, DC.
Alrighty, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
Best
the address?
Pizza. It's 3427 Jocelyn.
3427 Jocelyn.
That's right. Can I get the Podesta special?
I'm sorry?
The Podesta Brothers special. Come on. Hey, why'd you guys change your logo?
Why do we change which logo?
It used to be a triangle with the coil. With the pizza shape, but you took the coil out. It's changed. I just noticed that.
Yeah, but sir, don't be an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Idiot.
If that's true, why we be opening right now for
Oh,
business?
you're not going to be open for long.
You are smarter than the FBI or somebody else.
I'm sorry?
Don't be an idiot.
Oh, the FBI's coming, my friend.
I'm sorry?
I said the FBI is on their way, pedo
Yes, the
protector.
thing-
You're a pedo protector.
Listen.
Okay.
Okay, listen. You're
Okay.
gonna get a call back from them because
Uh-huh.
right now
Talk to me.
we have a call ID for everybody who's calling. Some people are threatening to shoot.
Caller ID.
You're gonna get a call
You're
back
clever.
from them in
Shoot.
24
I never called. I never said anything about.
promise you. I got your
I never
name.
said anything
I
about
got your
shooting
phone
anybody,
number.
my friend.
Listen. Shut the fuck up and
Huh?
listen, bitch ass and
Whoa.
idiot.
We don't need
Shut
that.
up,
Shut up.
okay?
Bitch ass what? Say it.
Listen, I got your phone number.
I got your phone number. You're gonna get
sued, you fucking idiot.
Your business is going in the toilet, my friend.
You know, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You dumbass.
Al Qaeda.
You fucking idiot.
Base.
Fucking nonsense, and then call back here and bother us.
listen,
We open for business,
Listen,
okay?
your business.
Had that been true, we wouldn't have been open for business. Fuck you, bitch.
Your business is going into the toilet.
Fuck you.
The Al Qaeda.
Fuck you. Go fuck your mom, okay?
Whoa.
Go fuck your mom, stupid ass.
Is this what you say?
You are a you are a fucking pedophile.
I'm the pedophile.
How do you know the logo is pedophile? Because you fucking pedophile. You know, you idiot.
Ooh.
You fucking stupid ass.
So you just admitted your logo's pedophile.
The only way we open, this store is open for 23 years, okay?
Not for long, my
we
friend.
got a big sign here. We're never gonna
change
change it.
You're gonna
fucking
change it.
pedophile.
You're gonna change it. Change it.
Fuck you, bitch.
Start making my fucking pizza, pedo protector.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Record my voice. Fuck you, you dumbass. Go fuck yourself, man. Fuck your mom. Fuck you.
How's Andrew Klein doing, your boss, your owner? How's he doing?
Fuck you.
The child trafficker.
Motherfucker.
Goodbye.
There's a time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
All I wanted was the naked truth. Ever since my date of birth, I could never understand the people that would hate the worth for no reason but their own treason, eager to murder a turkey because it is the season. That's the type of nonsense I deplore. You can get your tongue cut out and buried in the shore. Don't cry, you won't hide the purpose. There's no ride that's worth it to go try the circus. On every level, devils revel as they babble on. They wanna turn your whole entire family to Babylon. This story's falling quicker than an avalanche. They don't have a chance, that's why they keep them spinning on their gravitron. All I want is the naked truth. All I want is the naked truth. All I want is the naked truth. All I want is the unadulterated naked truth. They got you looking for flying saucers, Bigfoot, they're locked as monsters, hiding the blatant agenda they're using to divide and conquer. Backed by billionaires, they gotta hide they sponsor, while they ridicule anyone who tries to prompt ya. I told you the system's rotten to the core. It's top heavy with pedophiles who love war. Deranged harlots walking your red carpets, idolized for making straight brain dead garbage. They laughing at you cause you don't know how to turn the channel, putting honey boo boo on the motherfucking learning channel. I never thought a Luciferian limelight shine bright as this. I think it's ruined your eyesight.
right, babies, we are back here on the Friday Night Super Show. Dennis Ford going to be joining me shortly. I'm the mouth, babies, back again, man. Give my voice a little rest. Got the boy Wonder chilling here in the studio with me. He's about to bail out, though, because that's what he do. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you got your beers out, you're drinking, you're pre-gaming before you head out to the bar, doing whatever now, I'm glad that you tuned in with us. If not, hope you're tuning in on the archives, checking us out later on. Tell all your friends, because, hey, this is where the real happy hour begins, where we have fun. We've got some great people coming up in the show, ladies and gentlemen, including myself, which I am pretty great. A lot of people say so. They tell me that, mostly myself in the mirror, and that's okay. Though you got to think of yourself great if you want to be. It's not called being cocky or being a dick or narcissistic, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you just have to, love yourself a little bit. Okay, and that's okay. Speaking of someone that loves himself a bit too much, there would be Mr. Donald Trump. You're so-called president of the United States, ladies and gentlemen. This guy loves himself so much it fucking hurts to look at him. Okay, it hurts.
You got some
it hurts to fucking look. It hurts me to look at the guy. I mean, it does. It's just ridiculously painful to look at him. Almost as painful as it was to look at Hillary Clinton. But as you can see, they're still trying to trot her little bloated corpse around. And that makes it amusing to me. I think that's just because George Bush was making his runs around and being entertained, and the media loved him so much, even though he did nothing but chastise him, rightfully so, up one side and down the other during his 8 years as president. And now all of a sudden, oh, he's so great, he's so witty and charming, and blah, 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 a bunch of fucking bullshit that I just sickeningly have to sit through in the morning so I can understand what they're telling you people. And we can come out here on the Friday Night Super Show and the Last Voice for Liberty show and try and give you that counterpoint. The alternative media, in my eyes, and in recent years has really gone down the shitter. And it's because people lost their integrity. They lost the reason they were out here trying to do this to begin with. They started to see either dollar signs or notoriety. Oh, wait, now I'm famous. Now I better say things that, will make me famous. And I don't really live by these ideals or any of that. I'm just out here stirring the pot. Okay? Not here, ladies and gentlemen. Not the Friday Night Super Show. We live exactly how we live. We tell you about this. Everybody knows what my history is, what I live on, what I do, how much I drink, how much I party. I like to have a good time, The whole world's going to hell in a bucket. So I'm sorry if I tip back a glass or two every week, or every night for that matter. Who cares? I want to have fun with these last years I got. I want to have fun with the last little bit of freedom we got. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Friday Night, Dennis Ford. How's it going, brother?
What is the Skype tuna? What's getting me hyped?
I'm doing okay. Sorry to be tardy for the party, but I'm here.
What's up, Dennis?
What's going on?
Rocking and rolling and smoking and toking.
You know how we's doing on the Friday.
Load the bowl real quick.
No!
Motherfuckers.
Our fucking... You know how we do it, man. I got the boy Wonder here in the studio with me, man, talking about old Trump-tastic voyage and everything else. Trying not to sound too much like Coolio, but I might end up looking like him before the end of the night. You never know how these things work out.
Yeah. Not much politically or politics. I mean, there's always shit during the week, but the main thing this week was the whole fucking WikiLeaks thing. The dump there. So, I don't know. I skimmed over it briefly. It's not really new information. I mean, people should kind of know. Not just certain people have been saying the same shit for the last 5 years, but that's where technology is going. That's been in the plans way before they even gave us cell phones. So, I don't know if you want to cover that at all. I don't know if you covered it at all.
I mentioned it briefly there in the beginning of the show, and excuse me, I did talk with Chuck on his show before the show. I was actually pre-gaming on his show as a guest before the show tonight, and we touched on that too. You know, the thing about the WikiLeaks dump, you know, to me especially, is how much, number one, it vindicates us. You know, we, like you and me, and I mentioned this on Chuck's show, you and me and Austin and a lot of people we know have done shows about this, explaining how they have this technology, how this capability has been around. So when it came out to us, it was old hat. But, you know, a lot of people it isn't. And they really need to take a look at that, you know, and embrace it. And, you know, say, well, shit, if you people are out here doing this, why do we continue to give you money? Why do we continue to support you people? Fuck off, get out of my life, you know?
Yeah, my thing is that, you know, I'm sure it's very entertaining to listen and data mine and watch everybody, you know? I don't know. I don't know why they do it. But the main thing for any kind of technology to be able to do that surveillance and whatever that entails, you know, it should be there to prevent certain things, but they're not catching these pedophiles. They're not catching these high-up government officials because they're all, I guess they protect their own, but like I said, it has to be a daunting task to go over information daily, just Facebook alone. I mean, with the millions of people in there, there has to be some kind of, it can't be humans doing it. There's got to be something going over it looking for something. Like I said, I don't know, maybe it's all for marketing. Maybe it's just to market to people to find out how they can sell more shit through social media or, I don't know. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know why they would be interested in doing that. But if you go back and you read, you know, some of the books that have come out over time in history, you know, they kind of predicted these things. Even television and movies kind of, not predicted, but, you know, predicted programming, if you will. And like I said, I don't know what it's all about or what it is, but I guess in the information age, the internet age that we live in, it has to be in place because for some reason, I don't know, they're watching, they're collecting all this shit on us. Probably, you know, if you did something, they, you know, I've seen multiple cases in the last, whatever, you know, since Facebook and social media was big, you know, exploded, where they go to court and they'll pull up, well, you posted this on Facebook, or just think all the crazy shit that people put on there, you know, and it has to be, like I said, if you're going through all that shit, it has to be a very time-consuming thing. It's quite interesting when you think about it because they don't really let you know that when you sign up for these social media sites. I mean, they might hint on it, but they don't really let you know. And then you have the people, I was talking to a guy about it the other day, somewhere, it was on the news or something, and same thing, he's like, well, if you're not doing anything, you know, you have nothing to worry about. And I'm like, well, that's kind of why we're in the situation we are. Like, people aren't getting mad. Like, if, say, for instance, you live in wherever you live, every day there's a dude looking in your window, videotaping everything you're doing. People would be mad about that. But since the television and the government does it, then, hey, I don't got nothing to hide, you know? So it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. And like I said, it goes back to Snowden and even before that, because when all that Snowden shit came out, it was a big news story. But at the same time, like you were saying, for people like us, I mean, you got to know this shit's going on. That's common knowledge. But the everyday, you know, regular people they don't understand it. They just want their Facebook or, you know, they want their cell phone and shit. So it never even crosses their mind.
No.
I remember when I was in the 90s, you know, when you had friends that would deal with weed or drugs, you know, they would switch up a phone every week or so, like, oh, I gotta change things and everything. Nowadays, it don't really matter. If they wanted to figure out what you were doing, it's very easily for them to do it. I mean, you're talking about hacking all kinds of shit. Even cars come into that, and that brings you back to that, I forgot his name, but the guy, you know, his car just ran into a wall. We don't know what happened.
Yep.
Like maybe there's a possibility, especially with cars intertwining with the technology, which has always been coming. You know, you pretty much have cars are like moving Wi-Fi now with some of the computer shit in them. So, you know, all this shit was coming. It's just very interesting. It's very fascinating, the age and time that we live in, because we get so comfortable with technology, like nothing is the truth. You know, nothing offends us or pisses us off, especially if they say it's for our security, which we all know is a load of shit. But
it is. It's a big crock.
That's just kind of how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a topic to talk about, but you know, at the same time, like I said, I haven't really dug into it and looked through everything, and that alone takes a long time. Like every time there's one of these leaks, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, I gotta look through all this shit. I gotta go through all this stuff, but you know, I don't do that all, you know, with every one of them. But this one, they said it was like the largest one, and it's like, damn, like who's gonna really go through everything and read all that?
Yeah,
or figure out exactly what it entails.
It's taken some time, I'll tell you that. You know, I'm about a third of the way through it. You know, I try to read as much of them as possible, so then, you know, at least when I come on and talk about it, then I'm a little bit knowledgeable about it. But you know, this one, I'm finding it so hard to continue and stick with. It's because, you know, I've gotten through a third of it, and it's like, okay, tell me something new here, asshole. I know all this shit. I mean, what do you got going on here? And so it's kind of like I kind of like really don't care to read the rest of it, because if you're just going to tell me a whole bunch of stuff I already know, then I'm cool, and that's really what it's turning out to.
Right, that too. But it is an interesting time for this to come out. It's like these things come out. You know, we all know distractions and shit. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to like, you know, putting fake news in a category, it's like everywhere. It's not just the mainstream media. It's all over the fucking place. It's information that you may get from a friend. You don't know if they're bullshitting you. That's fake news, if they're lying. Mm-hmm. So it's just interesting that this came out when it did, because, you know, you got the whole Russian hacking and wiretaps with Obama and shit. Like, people were, oh, we didn't know that. Probably right now they're tapping his phone line. They're tapping everybody's phone line.
Yeah, they have been.
That's what I'm saying. So Trump's like, oh, you know, he was wiretapping. Yeah, he was wiretapping the entire, probably the 90% of this country, it was wiretapped at the same time he was.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, they've got computers that look for keywords and phrases, you know, and to listen to your phone calls, look at your texts, look at what you're posting on social media, all the stuff, man. They look for that to try and enslave and get some dirt on you, man. They want to make sure that, hey, you ever get out of line, we can fuck your shit up just like that.
Well, either way, with the shit we post, political activism, this is another thing I want to get into, too, because I caught that show Wednesday with Adam, when Adam Kokesh was on Guerrilla Radio there. And I was on hold. I was going to call in and ask him a few questions, but I just, at the time, it was toward the end of the show, and I was like, oh, the hell with it. But anyways, when it comes to activism and just telling people information, again, you have to research things. There's a post I saw earlier, and I get it all the time. People are like, I can't believe people just post shit without researching it or looking into it. And I'm guilty of that to a certain extent. But a lot of the shit that I do let people know about through social media, you know, I kind of want to, like you said, I kind of want to know something about it, at least to where I can say, well, you might want to look into this for yourself. But like I said, when it comes to what we're doing, we're already going to be classified as domestic terrorists, because we're, you know, that's the first thing they're going to hit you with: anti-government, anti-establishment. Right there, you're a threat, because they don't like any competition. They don't like anybody opposing anything they're doing. And even if you're in the system working with them and you oppose it, they're going to eat you alive. So they don't like what we do already. So we already have that against us. Mm-hmm. And then if some shit did pop off here in this country, you know, they're going to pinpoint us. They're going to pinpoint the people where some file or some category that we're on. You know, they're probably on no-fly zones, all kinds of shit. But they know what we do. Because, like I said, recently I haven't really been doing a lot of it. A lot of what I've been doing in the last few months is just trying to detach from this shit sometimes, because I'm dealing with so much shit in my own personal life that it's ridiculous. And it's hard to deal with this shit. So I try to do what I can and bounce around there to post shit, whatever. But a few years ago, I used to just take a few months off just to calm down. So maybe they, who knows? Maybe they're just tracking your profile for the whole time you're on there. So even if you deactivate your account, they're still, they know you're going to come back eventually. Or if you don't, does that file stay there until you come back to it, or are they watching it even if it's deactivated, or you know what I'm saying? That's like some weird shit to think about.
Yeah, I mean, if you walk away from the system completely, I mean, just go off grid, no mail, no email, no fucking social media, no nothing. Is that file still going to be held on to, or are they going to assume you just disappeared or walked off the face of the earth, or are they going to keep it and wait for you to come back around again until they can find you? You never know how this is. It's greasy fucking shit, man.
Yeah, like I said, with the IP addresses, the GPS on the phones, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Once that profile lights up and it's activated again, maybe it turns on something where they're like, okay, now we know, some shit did happen, or he was involved in some shit. He wouldn't be hard to find. But people don't look at it like that. They look at it as, social media. Especially in the Twitter, all this shit, Facebook, the social media age, it gives people, a false reality of everybody's important, which we are. Don't get me wrong. Trust me, I use Facebook for a lot more than posting memes and shit, but it gives people an illusion that, what I'm saying, it's like you send a text message out. Say you have 1,000 friends. You send a text message out. All of them friends are going to, not all of them, this portion of them are going to see it. And it's like a stage. It's like you get on a stage and you say something, and then the thumbs up or the reactions are like applause from people in the comments. That's kind of what it's like.
And it's nice, though, being able to do that and have people from around the planet, chime in and go, yeah, I agree with you on that. Good shit, man.
Yeah, it's a good thing, like I said. But my thing is that it is a double-edged sword, because the most positive people and friends that I've met have came through me joining Facebook. I always think back in when I did it, if I never joined, would I be where I'm at now with knowing people or whatever? But like I said, it's just very interesting, because I remember if you go back and look at your first years, especially me, because I was naive to all this shit. I hadn't been on the internet since high school and shit before I got into this. So just going back and looking at my first year up to when we were really grinding, trying to do shows every week and do what we could every day, pretty much trying to do a show and hammering people with information. It's just, I don't know. Not everybody's doing that. Is my point. Is that a lot of people, they're young, or older generations, they're not really involved in what we do. So letting people know what's going on and things like that, that's what I was saying earlier. They already put us in a category, especially if you're in certain groups, or if you like certain pages, all that.
Yep.
Puts you where they judge you on what you like and shit, or what you post, or you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm not telling you anything you don't know.
No. That's what they do. They keep a profile on you. It based on various different keywords and algorithms, man, and they keep that information on you just in case they need to use it, just in case you step out of line. Okay, and they got to put you back up in it. So you know what? Go ahead. Everybody thinks I'm an asshole anyway. I mean, fuck. What are you gonna?
Well, that's why I always post for educational purposes only, because that's really what it's for. I'm not here to start a militia or nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not here to. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people take it a lot harder than I do. They take it a lot more serious, and they're doing a lot. But that's what I wanted to get into. This will segue into what I was talking about with activism. I read a post a couple weeks ago, and I just remembered it before tonight's show. There's a reason why people like me are broke, is because I can't be bought out. I already made a decision where if I was going to do this, there's no amount of money that I would take to, be the villain, if you will, or the heel. But, I do it on my own. But either way, when it comes to activism, like I said, you have these big names like Adam, When I was calling in the show, I wanted to ask him, is he still considering running for president, or is he interested in running in politics, or, what's his plans for 4 years from now? But like I said, I never got to talk to him, but the activism,
I'm not allowed to talk
a ladder. Yeah, there's like a ladder that you have to work up to interact with certain people. And I understand that people make this their job, and I would want to do that one day. If doing radio or something like that, I could get paid to do it. I could do that. But I'm talking about, like, we don't know where certain people are coming from, especially when it comes, I always bash Jones. I always bring him up at least once a week on the shows. But, he's just a very cunning businessman. He just figured out a loophole. He found a niche, pretty much. He found a niche that nobody else was doing, and he's dominated that niche for almost, 20 years now, I think it is. Probably almost over 20 years. And he's just doing what he does to make money. That's his job. And whatever I don't know the man personally, but I don't know. I'm sure he has good intentions at a certain point, but, he's making a lot of money, man.
He might have at some point, but nowadays,
he's not extremely rich.
Yeah. Now, not so much.
But he's making money.
I think that's just all he's in it for.
Yeah, and you got, other people. I'm not knocking them for what they do or trying to say they're not doing the right thing. But people get to travel. They get to go around and give speeches and talk to people and shit. Like, I don't have finances to do shit like that, or I would. Trust me. I'd be in Chicago every other weekend telling people to put the guns down and shit, or do something. Go read a book or something. And, I don't have the finances to go around and talk to people or get hands-on the way I want to, because I don't even know if I'll make it through tomorrow with food or anything else that I may need to survive. So that's just something I wanted to bring up in the show. We talked about it multiple times before, but, trust me, if I had the way to take this to the next level, I would. But I'm not rich. I'm not sitting on $1 million that I can just set up shop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, it was. You would definitely hear shows from us every day, if we're sitting on that type of capital. But, I'm not going to bilk people out of their money with, dick pills or fucking, what's that, what's that shitty fucking supplement that gives people diseases? Longevity, shit like that. Fucking, I'm not here to fucking get you. Buy this pill to keep me going. No, you know what? I'll earn it myself. I'll get it there one of these days. One of these days you're going to end up hearing Lee the Mouth Pier and Dennis Ford, the tag team champs, each and every fucking day of the week. Because that's what we'll have to do with our time, is sit out there and fucking try and give you guys a little bit of insight into the world around you, since you seem to have those fucking blinders on you like fucking bunch of racehorses, man. It's ridiculous.
Well, like I said, trust me, if I had the means to do it, I would have already done it. But like I said, a lot of shit happened in the last year or so basically rebuilding from what I'm collecting, the pieces where they fell at. So I'm trying to put everything back together. And on top of it, it's just when people, I don't have like a normal social life. I may know a few people, but it's not like I go out and hang out with people every night of the week and I have friends and shit and they come over. It's not like the television show where I live. So really the only people I can let know what's going on, and if I need help, are people through Facebook. And, I had a guy send me a message. He was like, so what are you selling? You're always asking for money and you don't have money and shit. I'm like, I'm not selling anything, man. I'm like, I'm just desperate times. You know what I mean? It's like I'm at the point where I'm like looking at food on the table and I can't touch it. I can't get none of it because I don't have, that piece of paper that everybody needs. So to help me out, it's not that I'm buying a Ferrari, okay, or I'm buying a house. It's enough. Sometimes it's not even enough, especially living in Virginia. I don't know how much shit costs where you live, Lee, but here in Virginia, it is ridiculous. I mean, the prices on shit.
It's getting ridiculous all over the fucking country, man. I mean,
I remember the 12-pack of, like, the ramen noodles, okay?
Yep.
Not that I recommend people eat it and shit, but when I was, I've been struggling before, so I've been there before. But I remember that shit was like, I don't know, 69 cents, maybe 80 cents. Now it's like $1.30. It's like, damn, dude. Like, this is almost the cheapest food in the whole store, and it's already overpriced. Like, what is going? I don't understand that shit. But it's just not enough coming in on. A month is a long time, especially this month. I mean, this is a long month. Last month was okay because it was kind of short, but, you know, there's going to be weeks here where I'm going to have to pull some shit out of my ass or something. I'm going to have to make something happen. So, like I said, the struggle is real, Leap here. Don't let anybody tell you it's not.
Well, that's for sure.
But, you know, I'm trying to stay above water. And like I said, this show helps me vent sometimes, even if people don't want to hear. You know, like I said, we could do a show for 5 hours, me and you just going back and forth about our problems. You know, how messed up everything is.
Well, that's for sure.
But, you know, I don't want to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's not what we get out here to do. I mean, yeah, sure, we could. And I'm sure that we could get 100 fucking callers tonight, man, that would love to chime in and go, yeah, you know, you guys think your life reeks, take a whiff of mine. You know, and I'm sure they could.
We might have an idea there.
But yeah, you know, there is fucking. But ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, this is the way. It's that way for a lot of people around this country.
Yeah,
a good chunk, man.
I'm not the only one. I know. I understand that.
And
I'm not saying.
I want the listeners to grasp this concept. You know? There is a solution to it, man. But we're not focusing on what the fucking problem is. I mean, when you involve a third-party partner, such as what government is, into your everyday lifestyle, it shrinks a lot of the availability for a decent lifestyle for a majority of the people. Like I said earlier in the show, man, I know people were working, 2 and 3 jobs that still can't afford food, and try to get some food stamps, and motherfucking food stamps be like, well, here's $9 a month,
Yeah. Yeah, because I had somebody tell me that too. They were like, well, try this out. And I'm like, man, this is completely against everything that I really stand for. I mean, I don't want to, especially I don't want to go to them for help. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not doing that right. Just like you said, here, hey, how much, like I said, here, buy 3 packs of ramen noodles for the month. And the big brother will pay for it.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Like I said, again, if anything, we'll go to something else here because I don't know if break's coming up or whatever. But, things are getting better. Things are working out. Like, if I can get through another couple weeks and the end of this month and, once I'm stable, once I'm able to have a peace of mind, everything will be all right. But it's just like every day. It's like I said, I don't want to go around telling people about it because they're like, well, this happened to me. And it's like, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
It's like, let's talk about whose life is more shitty until one of us, defeats the other one.
Yep.
Let's debate it.
All my life shitty.
I don't want to do that on the shows. And it's not about me. Like I said, I'm not special. I know everybody has problems. That's life. Essentially that's what this shit is. It's like a constant battle. Are you going to give up? Or are you going to keep going? Or are you going to keep moving? And everybody's dealing with that. There's people out there that have it worse than I do, and I know that. And I could be dead. At least I'm alive. I can say that much. I'm still able to be here on planet. But, like I said, it is what it is. And like I said, people do help out when they can, and it's much appreciated. I wish I could repay everybody, maybe one day. But, a lot of people just do it, and they're like, don't worry about it. And that's some real shit. And like I said, I don't have a lot of people like that in my life, my everyday life, my real life. My family sometimes, but you know how family is. Mm-hmm. But these people, they don't know me from shit. We've never met, never hung out. It's just a bond or something that's been built over the years. And when I'm not even posting, like when I'm dealing with the shit I'm dealing with now, where I have to go find Wi-Fi and get online, I get messages and people are like, where have you been? I log on here to look at your shit and you're not on here. I gotta go back 3 or 4 days just to get my dentist bill, my fix. So I'm like, I don't know what to tell people.
And that's a good thing, though. That means that what we're putting out there is, people look forward to it. When we left Truth Emerges and we're doing the Super Show there for a couple weeks, people were messaging us both. When are you guys getting back? When are you getting back on the air? Where's Super Show at? What the fuck, motherfuckers? What's the matter with you? I got all of that stuff. Literally, I could put all that stuff in quotes. I'm quoting what people sent to us, dude. And so it's a really good feeling to be able to have that connection with people. So much so that they care about when the next time you're going to get on the air and cuss for them, or when you're going to put up something entertaining, or just anything like that, man. There are good people in this world. There really are.
Yeah, and even people I've treated like shit that didn't deserve it, including you, Lee, and a few, other people. I was just going off, like I didn't care at a certain point. I was just, like I said, I was at the point where I was about 2% away from just saying fuck everything, give up on everything. But even through all that, and that's not the first time I've done that either. This has happened before. But they still have appreciation and know that, you know what I'm saying, there's only so much shit you can take before you start lashing out at people and start directing the shit, the pain that you're feeling, you're directing it on other people. You want them to hurt like you're hurting. And that's kind of what I was doing. But even through all that, like all the shit that I said, all the things that I may have said to somebody or whatever, it made it, people still are like, you know what, we know you're a good dude or whatever. You were just bugging out. We talked about it.
Yep.
And, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person anymore. As much as I was trying to portray it like it was funny, it was really emotionally draining to keep that shit built up for that long. And that's really all I knew how to do was just bury everything. But I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to go down that path anymore because it's very self-destructive.
Well, it is.
Tell you.
Life's all about growth. You know what I'm saying? And you can't learn from any mistakes if you're not making any. And
yeah, I know.
That's the thing.
You have to, not be so hard on yourself because how are you going to help anybody else if you're giving yourself shit? I mean, I do it just to joke around and shit, but you got to like look in the mirror sometimes and know who you are, because if you can't do that, then you're not any help to anybody. You're just I'm not getting into the whole psychology of it, but it's like I said, it's very destructive. It's like that person you see in the store and you're like, hey, how you doing? And they don't say shit. They just walk by and you're like, what an asshole. When all you had to do was say, oh, thank you, or good morning. But they didn't do that. They just want to be an asshole. And I don't want to go down that road. I'm sick of doing that shit. But,
life's
life
too
will
short.
do that to you.
Yeah, that's the real bitch about existence. Is how it fucks with your head. And
yeah, it definitely does.
Some of it's internal and just kind of you worry yourself into that type of situation or that type of thinking. That it's happened. I mean, we're human beings. That's how it works. Our mind is crazy, and it will play tricks on you sometimes. But some of it's also the social construct and the social conditioning that we've been enduring our entire lives, man. It puts a certain you get a certain self-expectation or that's been projected onto you by society, and when you try to live up to that and you can't exactly make it up to it, then in your brain you're feeling like you're defeated, feeling like you're losing, like there's no hope. Why do I keep trying to run up this hill when I'm not getting fucking anywhere? We've all gotten down to that fucking low part, dude. I mean, shit, I almost drank myself to death.
Trust me, not every day. It's it's a beautiful day out. It's like some days I go outside, I'm like, I'm mad at the sun. I'm mad that the sun is blinding the shit out of me. I don't even want to start. I'm yelling at the sun, cussing it out. People are like, what
yeah, I do the same fucking thing, dude. Ogre looks at me like, dude, you're in a fucking mood today, aren't you? Fuck that sun. Fuck the sun. Fuck you. Fuck all of them.
You just reminded me of, a quote from a good friend of ours. But Payday said in the song, he said, I can't be held responsible for my aggression because I'm just a victim of a system of oppression. And that's true, because a lot of the stress and the shit that we're all dealing with is not necessarily us. It's just the society. You know what I'm saying? It's built a certain way. And like you said, if you can't run with the herd, you feel like you're losing, and you don't know what to do, and then you're latching on to people. You're like, hey, can you help me out? I need help. And then you want to help them out when they need help. And it's just like that same circle of shit is just very, it'll take a toll on the person. And like I said, I'm not bitching about it. I'm not complaining. Like I said, I'm doing everything I can to, get on my feet, if you will, and be where I need to be. But like I said, it's on top of all the other shit. Like I said, it's kind of weird because the whole Trump thing, it's like you get news from Trump, but it's not like Obama. Like everything that came out that had his name in it, I was mad. I was like, this, or he's talking to Congress, or he's doing something, he's giving a speech on TV. Like every time, I don't hate the man, I'm just saying, there's all the shit and the blood on his hands, him and Hillary, and all the rest of them. It's like every time they would come across the screen or I'd see their name, it would just rile up shit in me. It's like these people are, something wrong with them. But now that he's in office, it's just like, it's quiet. It's like crickets everywhere. But, it's not even 100 days yet, but we'll see. But like I said, it's kind of weird that things are kind of like chilled out with the mainstream bombardment. I guess because it was the liberal media and Obama was in office, they want everybody knowing what he's doing. But like I said, I don't know what's going on. It's just a weird time. It's like I was talking to my dad the other day. I was like, man, when you go back in history, they're going to be like, Donald Trump was president? For real?
Really? Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump? In the same quarter century?
They're going to be looking through a book or something. It's going to be like, whatever in the future. Looking, wait a second. You mean Donald Trump was president? For real?
What are we going to look back at him and say, cocaine is a hell of a drug?
He's really Shang Tsung, though, from Mortal Kombat.
It's something. I mean, these motherfuckers.
He's a shapeshifter. That's why
it becomes ridiculous
to. Like whenever a scandal or something comes up that's going to involve him, he's slick, man. Let me tell you. I think Obama and some other presidents that I can mention, but I think Trump has the smartest to outsmart these people. But again, I'm not advocating for him. On the show Wednesday, they got into Trump. They were talking about Trump, and it's like the less that you have to talk about him or any president is that's what I'm talking about. Like the less I have for him fucking up or doing something wrong, the better I'll feel about it. But when Obama was in office, it was every Friday. Remember? Every Friday. Like this dude signed what? He signed what? So I don't know. I guess we'll go to break and come back.
Yeah, we're about to go to break. We got Renegade joining us. We're going to bring him in with us here as soon as we come back from break. And also got a special guest caller calling up, quite controversial. This could get quite interesting here in the second hour, kids. We'll be right back.
You're not setting me up, are you?
Huh? I'll tell you who it is here in a minute. We just say we haven't had a chance to talk. I'll tell you who it is, but just...
I was like, wait a minute.
It's all right, though. We'll be back. Renegade Smith, myself, and Dennis Ford, the tag team champs. The Friday Night Super Show returns in just a few minutes, kids.
say I'm the best you can get. Have you guessed me yet? I'm the slime oozing out from your TV set. You will obey me while I lead you and eat the garbage that I feed you until the day that we don't need you. Don't go for help, no one will heed you. Your mind is totally controlled. It has been stuffed into my mold, and you will do as you are told until the rights to you are sold.
That's right, folks. Don't touch that dial.
Well, I am the slime from the video, oozing along on the living room floor. I am the slime from the video. Can't stop the slime, people look at me go. I am the slime from the video, oozing along on the living room floor. I am the slime from the video. Can't stop the slime, people look at me go.
was right, your life was wrong. The virtues and the vice all gone. As a mother's heart would surely wrench to see the poverty and the stench. A social worker does discard a box of letters and postcards, the only records of a life that now has passed into the life. To die in filth and filth obscure, to die so dirty and so poor. Did you ever wonder, could you be left all alone and lonely, the same as him on Judgment Day, left all alone to fade away, because you lack the social skills, and then grow old and then grow ill, to die in filth obscure, to die so dirty and so poor, to die in filth obscure, to die so dirty and so poor, to die in filth obscure, to die so dirty and so poor, to die in filth obscure, to die so dirty and so poor, to die in filth obscure, to die so dirty and so poor.
Sir, boys, we are back here live. The second hour beginning now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the mouth laughing and scratching at you, joined by my brother from another mother, man, my tag team partner, Dennis Ford, Mr. Friday Night himself, and Renegade Smith with us here as well. We've got a special guest joining us here in about another 10 minutes or so, kids, and we'll be discussing all sorts of things going on with them. Boys, we were talking backstage about Fukushima. The anniversary is tomorrow. Renegade, I'm glad you brought that up, brother.
Yeah, that's important.
It's been leaking since 2011, ladies and gentlemen, into the fucking ocean, poisoning all your food, killing the indigenous sea life all across the Pacific Ocean. And now, what were you guys saying? The second reactor's getting ready to fall into the fucking ocean now?
I'm sure. Yeah, it's one of them. I mean, it's like Hulk Hogan, man. It's Hulkmania running wild. Like, what you gonna do? When it just starts running wild and it's running. It's doing what it's doing.
Denny, you just reminded me of something wild. Before we hit on this, you guys are talking about, going back in history, and Donald Trump was really president, and you're like, Ronald Reagan, actors. Well, let's not forget about Jesse Ventura, a wrestler, was governor of Minnesota.
Governor. Yeah.
The Terminator was governor of California? What?
California.
Hello?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's, like I said, we'll get into the whole reactors and the fine job that TEPCO has been doing in Japan for the last 5 or 6 years. But either way,
they're a joke.
Yeah, when people come through history books, and when kids go to high school or whenever they're taking these history lessons, they're gonna be like, "Wait a minute, Donald Trump? Who the hell is that? Like, I know that name from somewhere." And they're gonna pull up WrestleMania, and it's gonna be Steve Austin giving them the stunner. They're gonna be like, "That was president? He was president for real?"
That dude?
Are you joking? Are you bullshitting me? Is this like a gag book or something? Is this a joke book? Oh, but it's real.
Did you hear this one? Did you get Oprah supposedly wants to run for president next? Oprah, the head.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Why not? Wasn't she supposed to, for one, wasn't she supposed to get off air back with the whole Jerry Springer thing? Well, she never did that. She never followed through. So we can just base her presidency off of that. Basically, she doesn't do what she says. She's still on air.
Well, she'll lock up the African American votes. I guarantee that.
Oh, you know that.
All those housewives are going to be out in droves voting for her ass, white and black.
Oh, Oprah! We needed some Oprah. You greasy people, Jesus Christ!
Like she already sold out. I mean, you don't get what you get unless you play their game. They're not going to hand you millions of dollars.
Yeah, I'll throw this out there too, Renegade. After all that shit happened, she got her own complete network, and it's called OWN, right?
Yeah, OWN.
Oprah Winfrey Network. But if you look at it backwards, because that's another thing that a lot of people don't understand, is that these people use reverse. Yeah, they use reverse words to communicate. They spell it backwards. So it's New World Order. That's the name of her network.
You got it.
Exactly. It would fit.
That's a really
but either way,
good point.
Either way, we're getting off subject here because, like I said, even Trump in itself, like I said in the first hour, the less I have to talk about him, the better, because I really don't want to talk about what he's doing and how I don't want to get into all that shit with this president. I've had enough for the last 16 years of, just watching morons mess everything up for us. When there's supposed to be these high-ranking people that know what's best for us, and Donald Trump's no different. He may be shaking up the establishment or be mad at the media. He's going to build a wall, whatever it is, man. He's the entertainer. He's friends with Vince McMahon. He's been a part of that, being on stage and just being able to communicate some bullshit to people where they buy it. And he's good at that. Trust me, he's very good at it. That's how he became president.
What? But here you go.
I haven't heard
he steps out tomorrow and talks about Fukushima.
That's what I was getting to. He just beat me to it. I haven't heard really him say anything about that. That's something that if it's trending on Facebook, it's a rare occasion. When you see Fukushima nuclear power plant or any of that trending or something comes out. It wasn't that long ago. Like I said, there was a story. Again, you have to go through 5 or 6 different sites to validate this information because we don't live in Japan and we're not witnessing what's going on at this power plant. But it was a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were talking about the reactor. I think it's the second reactor. It's just sinking. There's no, it's just doing what it's doing. And I don't know if you have Superman's number or the Green Lantern or something like that. We can solve this tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow's a big day. I mean, that's an anniversary, and it's not something to celebrate, but it is something to let people know about because it's going to affect this planet way after we're all not here anymore. And it probably is an extinction level event because they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody smart enough on this planet. No matter how many think tanks you get in a room together, it's still leaking, and it's still a problem. So, yeah, TEPCO, like I said earlier, TEPCO's been lying to us, man. That's the main thing that pisses me off the most is, like, when this happened, they were like, just like Lee was saying, oh, hey, chill out, man. Everything will be all right. But here we are, all this time later.
We got this thing.
And they're still bullshitting us. Yeah, they're still lying to us.
We're not even reporting on it. Well, what got me too, Denny, was when they stopped reporting, for one, when they upped the levels of what's acceptable radiation. When they upped the levels. Oh, that's a good way to deal with it. At one point, this much radiation was no good. You can't exceed that. Well, it exceeded. So, hey, we need to keep selling seafood and other stuff over there. So, it brings up the acceptable amount. See, that's how we'll deal with it. They don't test the tuna anymore. They don't test any of the stuff coming out of the Pacific. And here's another thing, too. When you buy something, I mean, a lot of times, like with salmon, it'll say, Atlantic salmon and stuff like that.
I don't even eat shit out of the ocean. I don't eat shit out of that particular genre of geographical ocean, let alone anything out of the ocean at this point. And that's sad because it's messed up because it was like Monsanto's not doing enough for the food that's already out here on the land. Let's mess up everything in the ocean. And I was like, seafood. I mean, that was like some that's, it's some good shit in there.
I like fish. I like shrimps. I like lobster. I like crab.
Yeah, I mean, I like that shit. And they're just like, here, it's not...
We're just going to fuck it up real quick for you.
Yeah, we're just going to... Here, your lobsters are neon. They got 3 eyes.
Yeah, but what's the problem, though, Denny? All that water, it's evaporating. It's going up into the clouds. Yeah. Those clouds are rolling over, going from the west to the east, coming right up over top of, Leap here out in Iowa, me here in PA, you down in Virginia, Denny. We're getting hit by these storms coming through there, dropping that radiation rain on us. It's going down into the soil. It's going on the animals. It's going into our rivers and lakes as well. They found the radioactive. If I don't have the proper definitions for these terms, please forgive me. Don't browbeat me. But what is it? The radioactive isotopes. And there's a way that they can identify it. They've been finding it on the East Coast. I mean, this is a worldwide event. Worldwide event.
A catastrophe.
And it's going to affect everybody sooner or later. And these idiots still ain't done nothing about it. From what Austin was saying, they'll send little drones and robots in there. They melt down like the reactors do.
Yeah, me and Lee brought that up last week, and I think Lee was talking about it. And I was after the show. Yeah, I heard about it, but after the show, I was looking at some stuff. Yeah, I mean, a robot can't even get in the. It can only go so far because if it goes any further, it'll melt.
Motherfucker melts.
Yeah.
The motherfucker melts.
That's insane. That is insane to think about. That's how bad it is. That's how much radiation it is.
Donald Trump wants to build the wall in Mexico. I say he needs to take that money and build a wall around that whole nuclear power plant first and foremost. Let's start there. Build a wall around Fukushima. Well, I'm telling you, we were talking about something before, while we were in the back room, while he was playing the music commercials and all. You mentioned about Chernobyl. This is nothing like Chernobyl. They've been dumbing down Russia for years. They've been purposely beating down Russia, making them out to be the bad guys that they weren't, even though they were kind of tight with the government, for many, many years. But Chernobyl happened. Shut it all down. Bad stuff. One reactor. Now you have Fukushima, which we're dealing with multiple reactors, and they're putting in their bid for the 2020 Olympics. Bring in the world.
Come on.
Bring Japan.
Bring everybody here.
Really?
Come on, that's a good idea, guy. Come on, buddy. It's okay. Don't worry about our little kids with 4 arms and 5 heads. That's okay. It's perfectly normal here in Japan. Come on.
It's not funny.
Buy a Honda.
Funny, though. If you get around someone that's radiated, it literally like it's like fleas, man. It will jump on you. You become radiated. It's like a zombie virus, man. You start passing it on to the next person. Everyone gets radiated.
Hey, look,
so
man.
Coming out of Japan.
Yeah, in the next, if this continues, there's the way it's going, and it's just, hey, it's leaking, there's nothing we can do. That's how you get Godzilla. And that's where we're headed, and it's ironic that it comes out of Japan. It's in Japan, too. So then you gotta have Mothra. It's really going to happen. Like, that's a real possibility. Like, a 50-foot shark might just come out the ocean and just start attacking everybody. And then Godzilla shows up.
All over again, man. They're raising up Megalodon.
Breathing lasers and shit, and flames, That shit could happen.
Motherfucking Godzilla!
That's out the ground.
Godzilla! This is how you want Godzilla? This is how you get Godzilla.
You get it. Exactly.
I mean, we're not even fucking around, kids. Look at
on The Simpsons. Remember on The Simpsons, they would always joke about the fish that was next to the nuclear reactor plane. They had 3 eyes, and it would always jump out the water. And, oh, it's so funny. That's the real possibility at this point. Like, it's not something to laugh about.
These anomalies are already going on, and guys, we've got our special guest here joining us. These anomalies, though, I do want to point out the anomalies are already going on in fish across the planet, because of nuclear radiation. But we do have our special guest, Mr. John Fairhurst, joins us again, the infamous one. How are you?
Fuck your feelings, bitch.
Come on, you ain't had enough to drink yet. What the fuck?
I had a couple here and there, you know what I mean? Just hanging out, chilling, listening to you guys' show. You guys are putting out a lot of good things on the show tonight.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, we got a minute here. I'm sure you know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I just want to tell you, anything that happened between us. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for any of that. And we don't have to be best friends or nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Who's that guy? I don't think I know him. He's fucking you, bro.
Like, I don't have no problems or nothing, man.
Man, fuck all that dumb shit.
Yeah, I know.
You know how it is.
But yeah, man, what you been up to? Because I haven't talked to you. Me and you haven't been on the show together in probably 3 years. 2 years. Something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been up to a lot, doing a lot of different things, and we're about to do a lot more bigger things. Big, epic shit. But, just hanging out and working on some things and just fucking, Facebook likes to fuck with me, so I'm not on there quite often, and, just doing a lot of things, a lot of big things. I'm telling you, man, fucking shit. I don't even know where to begin right now,
Well, let's get kicked in on this. What guys? I'm thinking is going to be pretty fucking massive and looks like in scope like it could be something really fucking cool. But Truth Fest, that's you're in the works of putting together there, man. Why don't you give us a little bit of fucking inside shit on that?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, shit, I've been working on that. Dennis knows. I've been working on that for like fucking four fucking years, bro. Basically the reason why it hasn't happened yet is basically because, like you guys were talking about earlier, just like the rest of us activists, I'm broke as fuck. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why, because like I talked to a bunch of different venues. I'm looking at venues around the country and everything. I found this one that was like absolutely perfect for it. The dude, it's where they hold up this biker event. It's called a Harley Rendezvous. If you're a biker, you should probably check it out. But either way, like it was just a perfect venue for it, and it was all set up just for this type of an event. But it's a family-run business. Guy wanted me to come to New York. I never got the chance. Had the money. I couldn't make it there. Blah 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 blah. But
John, real quick. Last time we were talking about this shit, it was it was going to happen probably at that spot, but then, you know, like you were explaining, things fell through, whatever. But yeah, man, that's an idea. Lee can tell you that. I mean, that's an idea long time, even Renegade, that's an idea that should have already happened. And like I said, yeah, we don't have the money or finances to just, hey, everybody come up, show up for the weekend. We're going to have live music. Everybody's going to hang out. It would have happened by now. I'm sure it would have if you had enough money to just get that done and get it over with, you know. But that should be a yearly event, like a festival, where all of us show up, all of us collective, whether we have problems or not. You know, that's what we need. That's an idea that it definitely needs to happen. And if you're working on that, that's good news to me. Because, like I said, what would be the lineup for that? You know, who are you going to have perform at that? Because they're all good artists. I mean, you're talking about a list of people, or just in my mind, a list of people that if I could get them there, it would be incredible. It would be everything I'm thinking it would be. But yeah, I'm broke too. I don't have the money to do shit like that. I wish I did. You know, that reminds me, like I was saying in the first hour with the activism. If I was in a position where I was running InfoWars, let's just throw that out there. You know, if I had that kind of capital, I'd be doing a festival every year with these artists, these underground, trying to promote them and get the music out to people. But we don't have that. None of us have that. Unless you win a lottery or some shit, then, you know, it's just going to be years of trying to get this to, I don't know, maybe we need sponsors. Maybe we should reach out to, or anybody involved with it, just reach out to somebody that can sponsor something like that. Like
there's a skate.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a skate park in Philly. It's underneath the I-95 bridge. And it's a pretty big skate park, man. FDR Park is right there. You can look over to these four complexes, you know, Eagles and Phillies and all play their little distractional games. But we did a show there one time. There were 2 stages, and they were running generators, and no sponsors. It was just a bunch of dudes wanted to put on a big concert, got a hold of a bunch of bands. My band was one of them, and we played. It went from afternoon to night. I mean, pull off something like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't, AJ, it doesn't have to be like a grand spectacle. Like, it don't have to be the biggest thing ever. But yeah, it could be something. Trust me, it could be something.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm leading to with John. John,
I need to apologize. Them fucking Russians be hacking my phone. You know.
we lost you there for a second, but no, John.
My phone be like starting and doing all kinds of funny shit. I got this piece of shit with a fucking $50 fucking smartphone. So, but
well, John, let's talk about.
Hell no, I got no bottle phone. Fuck that food.
We're talking about venues, and it's you were telling me last night, man. You seem to have come across what could be a picture-perfect venue for this festival.
Well,
tell us a little bit about that.
Let me get into that for a minute. See, the thing was, I'm just going to cut this story short. Like, you know, never mind, like, I was looking at all these different venues, and people even wanted outrageous. Me and Dennis talked before, and he hit me off on a bunch of different venues that do events. So I like I said, I've been trying to plan this event for 4 years, and I've been hitting off certain events. Either number one, it just wouldn't work, or number two, they just wanted outrageous amounts of money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So and bottom line is, I brought in a few. And these aren't just these aren't people I don't know. These are my personal friends that I've known for at least the shortest amount of time I've known. One of these motherfuckers is about like a year and a half. The longest about 8 years. But I brought in a couple, you know, quote unquote investors, you know, and partners on the deal. So basically, what we did is we purchased 176 acres of land in Missouri, and like that just set it off. And we're about to begin construction on the stages. We're gonna have one main stage and one smaller stage, or one main stage and 2 smaller stages. It's on 176 acres. It's going to be the most epic event. Like, I feel bad for a motherfucker. I feel bad for a motherfucker that don't come to this shit. Straight up. And Yeah,
I gotta go.
you know. No, but I'm not gonna I'm going through the process of reconfirming. It's going to be a long process. Of, like I'm basically because it's been in the process for fucking 4 years. So I talked to these motherfuckers like 4 years ago. And it's like, all these artists, are you going to perform? They're like, yeah. Guest speakers, are you going to come and speak? Yeah. And then I hit them up again, and they're like, yeah. But now I'm hitting them up and telling them about that we own the land. Like we're not renting, we're not leasing. We own this bitch. So, and now I'm going back and I'm letting them know that we own it. And then I'm reconfirming with them again, just so I can put like another list together. And then once we have the stages built, we have the seating built, we have the camping area set up, we got everything set up for the venue. Then I'm gonna go back to these people, and I'm gonna reconfirm again. You know what I mean, just to make sure. And then it's on. And not only within the whole process of the last 4 years, but most recently, I've also been put in contact with some really cool, down to earth, like movement related motherfuckers. Like I have the ability to call and speak with personally any act that I ask them for, from major mainstream down to like they deal with major mainstream and like opening acts. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm not putting out names of guest speakers or performers right now because nothing's, you know, like I said, it's going to be a process of reconfirming.
I was trying to set all, you know, back then, man, when we were talking about shit, I was like, we got to get Black McCloud and Vinny Paz.
I'll tell you right now, we got blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
oh, sure. And I sent you the manager. I remember I emailed you or emailed somebody, and I was like, just talk to him about promotion.
Yeah. You the one that hooked me up with his manager. I'm not going to put out the who it is, but I'm in freaking contact with his. I'm in freaking contact with his manager. And I actually spoke to her like about a week ago. So I mean, we're gonna be. Go ahead.
No, I just want to say real quick, because when we were talking back then, you were like, you know, such and such or whatever, and I was like, I don't know, I'm friends with him on Facebook, so I hit him up. I was like, you know, I just sent him a message. I was like, you got a manager or something we can talk to, somebody we can, you know, he was like, here, take this, and then that's where it started from. Same thing with Steve Grant. Remember this whole story? Steve was sending me music, and I was like, who's this guy that keeps sending me these songs? And then I listened to it, and I was like, yeah, you need to talk to John. You need to go over here and talk to John, and here we are.
So, man, I appreciate you for that, because, man, ever since he did that, me and Steve been tight as fuck, man. He's the big bad wolf, man. He's a beast, and we've been tight as fuck since then. He's been out in D.C. with me every year, and it's just been off the hook. But,
well, hey,
what's up?
Let me ask you a question, because, you know, I know Payday Monsanto Steve Grant song was coming with PTP on it, but what do you think about that song? I mean, how do you feel about it? Because I was playing that seed back in 2013 or 12 or whatever it was. I was like, these artists work together. So man, I had a chance to ask you about that song.
Man, I think each and every one of those artists individually, like when they spit shit, it's on point with the message that they're trying to get to the people. But when you put those artists together, it's just phenomenal. It's insane. You know what I mean? It's huge. It's huge. Like, because you're just bringing in so many different points of view and so many different like aspects on different subjects. And when they perform together, it's monumental shit. It's definitely monumental shit, man.
And like I said, I never thought, you know, just Steve and Payday working together. I know they're working on some other shit, maybe some songs coming up soon or whatever, but, you know, throwing PCP on there was a whole other aspect of it. But just that song in particular, it's like Renegade. You know, some of the songs he's done over the years, and just some of these artists that not myself, you know, been able to watch them grow, but all the people that are involved in them been able to watch these artists grow these last few years. And it's, like I said, that song, when I woke up that morning and the song was flying around, I was like, what? Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's always good shit, man. It's always good shit.
They gotta they gotta get Diesel on the song.
Diesel is a fucking beast.
That guy's fucking. That guy is something else.
Diesel Automatic's a fucking monster on that shit. Like seriously, I was blessed to meet one of the partners that I'm working with on the Truth Fest. I was blessed, to be able to, like, I actually live with this dude now, and we got the gym in the garage. He's got two garages, and one is for the cars, and one is for like storage of supplies and the gym. And I'll tell you right now, when I hit that gym, I put that Steve Grant Diesel Automatic, I put that shit on blast, and I'm just in that gym every day, and I'm just like fucking rocking that shit. It's good shit, man.
Yeah,
but
that's the energy in the music, though. That's how important it is. And like I said, that's why I got involved in all this shit, is because I wanted people to hear their music. All these artists, even Elias Clay. We were talking about Fukushima earlier. I want to talk about Fukushima before you got to run. But
Elias Clay is a beast. I got all the time in the world right now, bro. But let me point out, like you just pointed out like a really important fact, and that's the basis. That's like the bottom line behind the Truth Fest, because no matter what anybody does, whether they're an activist or not, right? Like everybody loves music. If you don't love music, you're a sociopath. You're probably gonna end up fucking killing somebody. But the bottom line, yeah,
Why do you think I love music?
I'll tell you right now, Lee P, if I gotta come down there and protest because you in jail, I'm gonna fuck you up when you get out. Okay. But for real, like the whole basis behind like the Truth Fest is because everybody loves music, right? And when you gotta draw people in with the music, right? And here's like the most genetic example that I can give you behind the Truth Fest. You draw people in with the music that they like, and we're gonna cover all genres: country, rap, alternative, hip hop, fucking even like bluegrass, like you name it. Like I even got a dude that does Ghost Rider, he does Christian rap. I mean, we're bringing in all these different kinds of genres. I got performers coming in from different countries, right? But the thing is people will come to the music.
If you're not getting Slayer, you gotta get Slayer, or Lee Pierre's not coming.
No, but let me finish real quick, right? You got people coming in. Here's the bottom line example, the basic example, right? Say Steve Grant is up there performing his shit, right? Mm-hmm. All right, he's done performing, and then you got, let's just say, Daniel Johnson, the founder of Panda, People Against the NDAA. Everybody knows, everybody that's listening right now probably knows what the NDAA is. So Steve Grant performs, and then, Daniel Johnson will come out. Everybody's there for the music, so you got like 10 up to this playing out the fact that the venue that we own right now is going to hold anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 people. So you got Steve Grant out there performing, and then he goes off stage. While the performers are getting ready to come on stage, you got Dan Johnson, the founder of Panda, the founder of Solutions Institute, the founder of all this shit. Keep in mind, this is a young, smart dude. Right? Yep. He comes out and educates the people on what the NDA is. So about like a half an hour. And then when Dan Johnson's done speaking, bam, you got fucking, I mean, I wish I'm working on, I'm not going to say name because it's not, whatever, but, then you got this other act come out, and then when that act is done performing, you got somebody coming out to speak about GMOs. And then that act performs for about an hour, or whatever his set is that he wants to perform, and then somebody comes out and speaks about either GMOs, chemtrails, blah, blah, blah. The bottom of the line is we need to use the music to to draw the people in to this event, where they're coming for a 4 to 5 day event, and they're going to be having the time of their life. But while they're there, every hour to an hour and a half, they're getting slammed with knowledge and information.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we're going to use the music.
That's what it's about. That's what a Truth Fest would be about, John. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
It's about not necessarily, drawing them in, but the music speaks for itself. You don't really have to sell that to people. Hey, we got this artist, this artist. You got 10 artists. Let's just say 10 music artists that are, it has to be a couple days anyways. 2 days, maybe a day and a half.
I'll tell you what. Just on that note, what you just said, just to give and put it away, everything is subject to change. But right now, I'm looking at the gates are going to open Friday at 9:00 in the morning, and we're going to run, and then the Truth Fest will run till 9 p.m. on Sunday, and then because people are there on Sunday, they want to be there on Sunday and they want to sleep and then wake up, so they'll be able to stay and then wake up on Monday, and then everybody. You know how when you stay in a hotel, when the motherfucker knocks on that door at 11 p.m. on Monday, you're like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
All right. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Hold on. Let me finish. That ain't gonna happen. So clear out time basically would be on Monday at 2 p.m. But we're also gonna put on, like, when we put it on online for like ticket sales and everything. We're going to put on the event, the main event, like the main shit is going to, like, you can get in, the gates will open on Friday at 9 a.m. However, as an additional option, just because, like, I've been in numerous, like, music fests and, multi-day events, and it's like, okay, Friday, it's like, all right, Thursday, we're going to leave at 5 in the afternoon, because we want to be there at, Friday at 6 in the morning so we can be there at the gate. And fuck that. As an additional option, we're going to offer an early entry on Thursday. So when you come to the Truth Fest, if you wish to add that to your ticket, you can come on Thursday at 9 a.m. So you can come on Thursday, you can be there at 9 a.m., and you can get in, and then you can pick then the people that are early.
Yeah,
because,
I don't have money for that. I'm talking about the budget plan.
I'm working on that, Dennis. Dennis, I'm working on that. You will be there.
We'll talk about that later. But put it this way, like, what I'm saying is, like,
food. I got ramen noodles and shit. I'll be all right.
Dennis is bringing ramen noodles. Shit, dude, I'm buying your ticket. It's on.
I'm trying to run down this shit. So give me. Sorry, I got a little tapping in me. You know how it is. I know Lee does.
Definitely.
No, but
the only reason Lee's got to go and make chili. He's got to make his chilies when we get there. But yeah, go ahead.
I'll be there early.
Man,
that's for sure.
Man, fuck me. I got a professional cook that's making that shit. Maybe him and Lee can hook up and make that shit extra spicy.
Oh, man.
Jalapenos. I like the jalapenos.
Got to get the jalapenos. You got to get the jalapenos. You got to get the serranos. You got to get the habaneros, son. You got to fucking get a good mix.
I love you based on the fact that you just said jalapenos, because that's what I call them. Don't call them that shit.
I got to get around all this, man. An easy way.
What's up?
While you're building that fortress there, John, I say in the meantime, we just all go to Lee Pierce's house, set up a stage, and freaking pump it.
Yeah, hey, that'll work.
That'll work. They don't mind.
That'll work too.
We'll rent an RV. We'll rent an RV and pick up Lee Pierce and everybody, and we'll just ride around and go to, like, Waffle House 3 in the morning.
I don't think Waffle House can handle. What's up?
Yeah, John, were you still on the show, or did your phone drop when I was talking about the skate park?
What,
did you hear what I was saying?
I did not.
I played a show. We did a show in Philly under the I-95 expressway. There's a skate park there. And we had, a massive amount of bands that day. We had like the skateboarders, the freestylers, you know. But they didn't sell it at the time.
Yeah, somebody else mentioned that. Somebody else mentioned it. Yeah, somebody else mentioned the skate park, and I'm gonna have to look into that and everything because it's just
my thinking on it. We played multiple skate park shows, but that one there, I mean, you got FDR Park right there, and like in a.
I know.
I mean, it's a big place.
Yeah, also,
but we pumped that place with bands that day, and you start off small, and you charge admission, and then you take that money, throw another one, take that money, throw another one, and just work your way up. Now you got funds to create what you want to create.
I think he's got the right idea with the privately owned land.
It's a good idea because I talked to somebody, like I said, somebody else also mentioned the skateboarding thing because a lot of people that are going to be coming are skateboarders, and we're basically like we haven't even began construction on the property, and we won't be doing that for like probably about the next like 2 months, maybe 3. Like we have to build a big ass, probably like 60 by 100 foot steel building that's going to house some things that I'm not about to mention right now. But
that's where the mosh pit goes. We're all gonna get mosh pit.
Yo, John, check the thinking out though. John, check the thinking out though. You put it in a city like Philly. And you've been around Philly. You know what's up. You put it in a city like Philly. You got plenty of hotels around, plenty of motels around. Cheap place to stay tonight. If you go to a place where that skate park is in FDR Park, you have a little parking all through that park. So you can set up a venue where people can sleep and people can basically take a bus trip or a taxi cab too, and you set up shop, do your concert, make it a weekend event, and boom, you're done, man. You can play all hours late. There's no houses around there. So I mean,
hey, John,
that's
I want to bring up something.
You, man.
Yeah, I want to bring up something too. I got an idea. I'm a big fan of the art that a lot of people do in the activist movement, not music. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about the painters or cartoonists,
David D.
People, the authors. Yeah, the authors, the people that write books. Those are the people that I want to see or give them a chance to do their artwork live. That would be amazing. Also, you have, like Renegade was saying, you have to build. But like I said, it's been 4 years already, and we don't have the financial planning that a lot of other people that would design something like this have. But it could work. And if it works, people will be like, all right, next year we'll show up. We'll come to the same thing, even if it's a yearly thing for a while until everything works out. But, a month, every month or a festival somewhere, and that could be our own thing, our own niche, because nobody else has contact with these artists like Renegade or Payday Monsanto or Steve Grant or whoever it is. We have access to these people.
Right.
Nobody else does.
Danny, here's something to think about. I mean, I'm not saying
not to exploit it.
I'm just trying
not to exploit it for money. I'm not trying to make money.
Right. I mean, but the venue has to make money in order to grow it, and maybe to set up stages and future events. But the cool thing about that location,
you just reminded me of a comedian. The comedian, like somebody that can get on stage and be a comedian. That's something that's missing in the movement. There's a few people that do it.
Absolutely.
The activist movement.
Right.
But we need that, like a Jerry Seinfeld for the truth movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But go ahead, Renegade.
Well, here's the cool thing, though. Listen, I'm using Philly as an example. The cool thing about Philly, you got an international airport right there. Everybody, I know Grant's down in Florida, and I know PTP's right next door. He's right next door to me.
I can be in Philly in like 2 hours.
Right, you're right down the street. Grant will be coming out of Florida. Anybody in the West Coast, whatever. We just make a fly right to Philly and basically drive 15 minutes through traffic.
We got you back, buddy.
Get to the hotel, and then FDR Park is right there. So boom, 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 concert's on.
Yo, it's the motherfucking Russians are fucking on my shit. Somebody needs to stop that shit. Listen, where's fucking WikiLeaks when you need them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Vladimir Putin and Edward Snowden, will you please stop fucking with John's phone? You know, we're trying to keep him here on the show and having an interesting discussion about different venues.
No, but if that shit happens again, just to let you know, it takes me about 3 to 5 minutes to fucking. I'm sitting there talking to you motherfuckers, and then next thing you know, my phone goes black, and I'm like, what the fuck? Then I gotta restart this. It like restarts itself. It's like, yo, Snowden, help me out, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck's going on? But yo, before that shit happens again, all right, can you give me like 5 minutes to? I got a list in front of me, just so I can run down a list. Cause that's what I did in the last 5 minutes. Because these cocksuckers keep fucking with my shit.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, buddy. You got the floor.
All right, bro. Number one, we got 176 acres. There's gonna be two stages, one stage and a small stage, possibly one main stage and 2 small stages. We got 3 fields. The smallest field is big as fuck. It's going to be happening likely in June of 2018. We got the guest speakers lined up. Ticket price will include every person's personal camping space. So, because people have been hitting me up and they're like, yo, I want to come to this shit, but where am I going to stay? It doesn't matter, because when you pay for your ticket, you have a place to stay. You just better bring your own tent. Bring a tent. You know what I mean? Bring a tent.
You sleep in your car.
Yeah, bring a tent. Yeah, bring a tent, sleep in your car, sleep in your van, whatever, right? And then also, but when
that's the whole sales pitch. If you come in, you gotta find somewhere to sleep. If not, you're missing out. Sorry. Here's tickets.
Hey, if you miss, put it this way, if motherfuckers miss out on the first one, they're gonna see the fucking videos of the first one, and they're gonna be like, "Fuck my life," you know what I mean? But but bottom line, when you pay for your ticket, you're gonna get a camping spot. There are big fields that are gonna be allocated for camping spots, but there's also gonna be wooded areas with trees and shit like a campground that are gonna be allotted for camping spots. I'm just running down this list real quick, so let me run through it. There are going to be no glass bottles allowed on the property at all.
Well, so fuck it, now I'm not coming.
Fuck you, bitch. Take that gallon of fucking vodka and pour it in a fucking glass jug, bitch.
I will. I'll pour it right in the biggest glass jug I can find, so I can swing it around. All my liquor comes in bottles. John, you know this.
No, but the reason why there's going to be no glass bottles allowed on the property is because there's going to be multiple vehicles on the property, and more importantly, is I'm running a personal protection dog facility on the property, so it's going to be personal protection pit bulls.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what about security? Because you're talking about a lot of people joining together. Somebody has a fight. Is it anarchy?
Look.
Is it anarchy rules?
I'm going to tell you. No. Let me tell you something right now. I don't give a fuck.
Out of here, man.
All right, thanks.
Okay, go ahead.
Bless you guys, man. Stay strong. Stay strong. Keep playing for freedom.
Thanks for joining Renegade Smith. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, you have a good night, bro.
Friday night Super Show in the house.
Love you, brother.
Love you guys too, man. Stay strong. Keep fighting for that good freedom, the real freedom.
Woo! Hey, we got freedom spankers for everybody. But the reason why there's going to be no glass bottles allowed on the property is, number one, is because it's dangerous, and number two, we're going to have multiple vehicles on the property. But more importantly, I actually own Top Dog Protection. It's Top Dogs, which is Tier 1 protection dogs, and there's going to be people, just glass, because that's a problem. And we're just not going to have that. So
that's right. I will be selling rock vodka, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsored straight up from the rock pile in plastic bottles.
If you want to buy Leap Peer fucking vodka, it's going to be served in
fucking
Plastic.
Fucking water bottles.
It will be in water bottles.
Also, Lee, you're gonna need a permit for that because you can't sell.
No.
Let me work security. I'll walk around there with. I'll get one of them, mall cop fucking things to ride around with, and I'll just fuck with people all day. What are you doing?
A pygmy pony and some fucking tweezers.
We're not gonna have any of those bitches roll around on segways like mall cars. But the thing is, it's like just no glass bottles because it just eliminates the possibility of somebody getting hurt. And not only does it eliminate the possibility of somebody getting hurt, it eliminates the possibility of my dogs getting hurt because there are going to be a lot of pit bulls running around, and they're going to be fully trained killers, and it just eliminates that.
So you heard it here first, kids. If you're going down to the Truth Fest, take your liquor, get an old empty piss jug, and fucking pour it up into that shit, man, and you'll be fine. Okay.
That's whatever you want to do. No, but all right, let me run down this list.
Let it be known that you don't have to piss in the piss jug first before you can call it a piss jug. Okay, you don't please don't piss in the piss jug before you put your liquor in there.
All right, Lee, can you shut the fuck up for like 2 minutes?
No.
I have to come to wherever you're at and black bag your ass.
Not while I'm awake.
You out of here and shit. All right, I just want to let everybody know that's listening. Lee Pierre is scared to go shot for shot for.
What the fuck ever, son? You fucking wish you could drink like I do.
Alright, bitch. Whatever.
You wait till the Truth Fest, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see, at some point in time, I'm going to be taking a selfie with a passed-out John Anthony Fairhurst while I'm holding my drink, fucking going all strong, laughing at the boy.
Yo, bitch, I didn't wait for shit. I'm black, Polish, Irish, and Indian. You ain't out drinking shit.
Shit, you better just, come on, son, bring her on with it. Because let me tell you one thing. My drinking exploits are of legend. Okay, they write stories about this. There are standards and practices, and they say refer to Lee Pierce. You can look it up. Some fucking.
But you might be right. I might pour some water in some of those glasses. No, but if you would, shut the fuck up and let me finish, okay?
Yeah.
Because if not, then I'm about to have some.
Come on, don't have an embolism on here, okay? Now, come on.
No. Lee talk shit. I'm about to send a team.
We got people tuning in the show. People are interested in this information because this is vital shit. This is important shit. So, yeah, please finish before we get cut off.
Man, fuck them in their film. Fuck them in their film. Because if they ain't got films, then, they got problems. But, Lee Pierre.
We're not going to get cut off. You got all the time in the world to lay this out to people. We got
all right, just
anything
I got 2 minutes.
Oh, that's for sure.
All right, I'm already halfway down the list before Lee Pierre pulled out his panties and decided to.
Hey, come on, sniff my panties. You know you want to. Come on.
All right, give me 2 minutes, bitch. All right, we got when it comes to like the camping area, there's gonna be big ass fucking fields that are open for camping, and there's also gonna be like wooded areas like a camping ground, and also just to help people. Like I went to Woodstock '99, and they were charging $11 for a fucking bottle of water. So what we're doing,
you were the one setting the fires and shit at Woodstock. But go ahead, yeah. Go ahead.
No comment. But anyway,
I went to Woodstock '99 too. So.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who else went to Woodstock '99?
Was it 99 or 94? I think it was 94.
I don't recognize that.
Or 93 or 94. Was Woodstock at 93 or 90? There were a couple of Woodstocks during the 90s, wasn't it?
1999 is where I was at.
Yeah, the Woodstock
1999.
Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you believe that was the first concert I ever went to in my life?
Yeah, I hate to tell you the first concert I ever went to.
We don't need that to happen. We don't need a bottle of water.
Well, no,
That you're leading into my next statement, and actually you're leading into my next statement, and you're also leading into something else that I'm going to mention before I lead into my next statement. First and foremost, on that note, trust me, this will be the most secured event ever. Like, I'm not going to get into it right now, and I'm probably not going to get into it on any social media. However, let's just say, alright, I'm trying to think, never mind, I'm not going to get into that.
Come on, make up your mind there, chicken chip. What the fuck?
Yeah, what's going on?
Chicken chip, motherfucker. You want to know the real deal? If motherfuckers want to come shut this shit down, fuck the national guard. You better bring the goddamn military. First and foremost. Because the people
we don't need that. We don't need a violence.
No. Hey, whoa.
We need the music, some good food, some good speakers, some good people hanging out. That's all we need. And it'll work. Trust me, it'll work.
And hookers and blow.
You just described exactly how this event is going to go down. However, I'm going to add that the security, the quote-unquote security that will be at this event is Mossad Marines, Navy SEALs, civilians that are trained to the T on, like, security is the last of my worries, the dead last of my worries.
All right,
so let's just not even talk. Let's just not even talk about that. All right, hold on. Let me. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, just real quick, because I know you want to finish this list.
No, it's cool, go ahead.
No, when people come, be an adult. Don't inebriate yourself so much to where you're just just out of control, because that might be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And so if there's security in place or somebody that can escort somebody the fuck out or get them attacked or something, that's kind of what you need, because people are fucking crazy, John. I want to let you know, people are fucking insane. And
tell me something I don't know, bro. And on that note, let's just one of the things, like, when you actually go to the website and you want to, or when you go to the website, or you hit me up personally, or whatever, and you want to buy a ticket to this event, when you click on that link to buy the ticket, like, you're signing away. First and foremost, no violence will be tolerated by anyone. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, or whatever. No violence will be tolerated at all. And second behind that is you may be removed from the property for any reason. It doesn't matter what the reason is. So when somebody gets into an argument and blah blah blah, and somebody's being violent, blah blah, and
like government. It sounds like government.
It ain't government. It's basically like, if you want to start. No, I know, but if you want to start some shit, and you're just being a belligerent, drunken asshole, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's where that's where it comes into the point where
it's time to go home.
No. But I've known Lee Pierre for a long time, and I've known a lot of people for a long time. But when some dude comes in, and he wants to be just like, all right, put it this way, there's going to be people that support Trump at this event. There's going to be people that hate Trump at this event. There's going to be people that support government at this event. There's going to be people that hate government at this event. And if you can't get along at this event and say there's an incident and the security team comes to said incident and they watch what's going on, they see what's going on, and they see who the aggressor is, if you're not coming here for information and knowledge and to have a good time, then you know what? Then you gotta get the fuck out.
Yep.
And we're gonna make you get the fuck out.
Yep.
So And let me give you a better example, right?
You don't want to pitbull.
You don't
want to. You know, it's not like government. It's really.
Let me tell you this, right?
Well, it's really that you have to be responsible for your actions.
Exactly, Lee.
Be an adult.
Exactly.
Be an adult. Don't show up. Don't take this shit like it's not serious, because trust me, it's very serious. It's just like the Million Mask March. I mean, that's a very serious event, John. All the work you've done with that event, I wanted to bring that up earlier. I want people to know organizing these events is something that you have been able to do, and never had a problem. We've never had a problem at the march. The march is always peaceful. You get on the news and shit, you on RT or something.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Hey, gang, we have reached the
guys. The same thing, and the point is that you have, I mean, even more than like the Million Mask March, like you have all these biker gangs that are like these die hard, like I will die for my colors and blah blah blah, right? But the event that's held in New York at the Harley Davidson Rendezvous, the first and foremost rule is you can't fly your colors. You cannot walk in there saying, I'm a Hell's Angels, I am this, I am that, blah, 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 whatever. Like, we're not going to follow those rules, but you can come in there and you can say, I'm anonymous, or I am I am this, or I am that. But I will tell you this, the very second that you get violent, I will personally grab you up and throw you the fuck out. Because that's not what this event is about. The Truth Fest is about it's about, like I said, bringing, everybody loves music. But more importantly, the Truth Fest is about bringing knowledge to people from different groups and different organizations, different areas that they may not know about. So you could be LGBT, or you could be Occupy fucking LA, or you could be anonymous. But when you come to this event,
you could be white,
you're gonna meet
white or black.
No, stop right there. And as soon as people start talking about race and color,
it's bigger than you, though. It's bigger than you. This idea is bigger than anything that you set out to do. Trust me, I've done. We talked about this earlier.
No, but
when I contacted you all these years ago, and I was like, John, there's certain things that I'm not capable of controlling, and I know you can do it. But the Truth Fest, this music concert, whatever it manifests itself as, it's something. It's a dream of mine, and it's very important. It's just like everything. It's everything. It's the reason why you do what you do. Like I said, we're not making money. We're not making millions of dollars doing this shit. The only reason we do this is because we need this, and that's where you come in. And certain people, like Lee Peter and myself, people in radio trying to promote these shows, let people know, hey, you're not alone. There's other people out here that can help you. But like I said, we all get into our own shit and have problems or whatever. But at the end of the day, this music venue thing that you're working on is, like I said, bigger than you. It's beyond. It's already grown in 4 years. Like you said, we've been working on it for all these years, or at least trying to keep that idea alive. Just like the Million Mask March, keep it alive.
Exactly, Bill. And you just pointed out a very important thing, how, like, many people from very different organizations and groups, whether you're anonymous, whether you're this, blah, 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 it doesn't even fucking matter. Because the sad part about it is it's always about that divide and conquer bullshit with the government. Not only the government, but it's just like the elite that they push this shit. But that's what we're trying to dissolve. So we're going to bring in this event, and you're going to see so many different groups. But like when you see the videos that have been posted on social media for like the last basically since Trump and since even before that, like you have all these different groups that are just you see these videos, people fighting and blah 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 blah. All right, well I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. All those different groups are going to be coming to this event. So when you're standing there and you're just chilling and you're hanging out and you're meeting different people, like it's so surprising to that individual when they're standing there and talking with someone
and vibing or whatever to that music, and then you realize, like, yo, this dude supports Trump, and he doesn't want illegals in his country, but yet I support the refugees, but yet me and him are hanging out and having a good time. So that creates that network, and it creates that connection. So in the long run, even though you came to this event for whatever reason you came to the event for, when you leave that event, you left with a friendship with someone that has completely opposite views that you do, and therefore it increases the network of people that you work with. You understand what I'm saying?
That's for sure.
It's monumental.
Boys, we have like surpassed the top of the hour. I do have to take a quick break here for the listeners to ease.
Fuck your feelings, bitch.
Suck on that one there, fucker.
I just want to say something real quick, because John, you're right. You know, if I never contacted you or sent you a message or talked to you, I mean, there's a lot of shit we've done in the past. Like I said, I wish I could have made it to the march these last 3 or 4 years. I really do. It's probably my own fault for not coming up there. But no,
it's not. It's not your fault. And I'll tell you here right now, when the truth first goes down.
Like you said earlier, man, I'm fucking broke. I'm broke as fuck. I don't even.
No, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Bitch, I'm gonna come to your motherfucking house and pick you up my goddamn self if I have to.
All right, well, that's fine. Like I said, I'll work security. Just give me a job that weekend or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? I'll work shit out. I'll make things happen.
Oh, we got a job. We're celebrities. We get to introduce acts and shit.
Dennis, I got you. Dennis, I got you. You're gonna be there. I promise you.
I just want to make sure. You know, if anything, if there's
that's
a point
happening.
where everything lines up, this is where it needs to happen, and enough time. More than enough time. Just to get ready.
We've been working together long enough. And dumb bullshit that these cocksuckers are throwing on us.
Unblock me on Facebook.
All right, motherfuckers. I'm going to break, kids. We'll be right back here. More with Mr. Fairhurst and the tag champs on the Friday Night Super Show, babies.
Deep pressure.
mission, just listen. You've got to open up your eyes. It's time to get your back straight. Removing ignorance on the truth train. It's time to wake up and come to life. Step out of the darkness, step into the light. Unglue your eyes from the TV screen. The media's telling lies that many believe. It's their attempt to control your thoughts through propaganda. They influence us. Their secret societies, the new world order plan of the Illuminati. It's time to bring it. It's on. Don't pour your West on a mission, just listen. You've got to open up your eyes. It's time to get your back straight, moving ignorance on the truth train. So bring it, Lisa. No, this is not a game. The powers that be view you as the slave. Agendas to take your freedoms away. They will lie and say it's for security. Privacy, no, they will not have that. Which you microchip so you can be tracked. More freedom, better prepared to fight. Silence has never crossed our minds.
What gets you drunker quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Beer! Can't get enough of it. Beer! How we really love it. Beer! Makes me think I'm a man. Beer! I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Beer! Got my belly out to here. Beer! I could not refuse it. Beer! I could really use it. Beer, beer, beer. Beer, 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 beer.
I can remember how much I have had. I drank a 12-pack with my dad.
That's my son, the drunken manly stud. I'm proud to be his bud.
Here, have some pretzels.
No, I'll call it quits. Those things give me the schlitz.
Drink with your family, drink it with your friends. Drink till you're fat, stomach distends. Beer is liquid bread, it's good for you. We like to drink till we spew. Ooh, who cares if we get fat? I'll drink to that. as we sing once more. What is the malted liquor? What gets you drunker quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Beer. Can't get enough of it. Beer. How we really love it. Beer. Makes me think I'm a man. Beer. I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Got my belly out to here. Beer. Golly, I adore it. Come on, damn it, pour it, do it for me, brew it for me, feed it to me, speed it to me. Beer. The most wonderful drink in the world. Hooray!
Out to people.
All right, baby, we are back live right here on the Friday Night Super Show. I'm here with the Mario brothers, Mario and Luigi. It's interesting to have them here on the show. And no, seriously, I'm here with my tag team partner Dennis Ford and John Fairhurst. Man, we are out here discussing the upcoming Truth Fest, and John's still midway through his list. We're into the third hour here, babies. You know, it's almost time to get to the bars and slam down a few more liquor drinks and try to see if you can get lucky. But until then, let's get it.
Shots for everybody.
Let's get through John's list here and get back to the discussion of the safety and the non-violence at the Truth Fest that we really want to have happen, because it's going to be it's something that we've been discussing here in the backstage of just how important an event like this really is at this point in time in our country, man, because we've got so many people that are waking up from looking at the whole political shit show that's going on. So many people that are starting to walk away. It's a prime time to get a gathering where we can have people get together and listen to some great music and some great speakers, you know, and then get to hang out and drink with us, you know, because hey.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If anybody comes to the event or any event, you know, politics is an aspect that a lot of people want to get into. Everybody wants to talk about politics. The point is, I'm sick of talking about the shit that's been going on for the last 18 years. I'm talking about 9/11. I don't know if you guys were born or remember 9/11, but all this shit is kind of segue. It's all attached to 9/11. I want to get John's thoughts on this with the WikiLeaks thing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to change subject for a second here because, you know, all this information comes out of how the CIA, the NSA, the FBI, they're all spying on us. Like your toaster's got a microphone in it. Your toaster's listening to you right now, or your television, or your cell phone, or what are you doing? And then, like I said, most people in America don't have any idea what that means, or it's like a movie. You know, they're going to see Snowden, the Snowden movie. Like, he's going to tell you everything. It's like the Matrix, you know, take the red pill or the blue pill. Where do you want to go? And at the same time, this is all public knowledge. This information was dropped, whether you believe in what that WikiLeaks does or any of that shit. That's important to talk about. So like I said, John, I mean, if you have anything to add to that, please do, because we're in overtime. I don't know if anybody out there is still listening to the show, but I never got to ask.
We're still out there.
I know we talked about some other things. That's important thing. That's important thing. You know, why are they spying on us? Why are they keeping tabs on everything we do? Like you said earlier when you got on the phone, Facebook's fucking with you, Russia, they're hacking your shit. That's only... Certain people are only going to pick up on that, and that's people that understand what's going on in society. And Trump is quiet. That's good. The less I have to talk about Donald Trump, the better I feel. But this came out last week, so like I said, I mean, how do you feel about it? Any thoughts?
I got a lot of thoughts on it. First and foremost, like, people talk about Trump, like, when Trump became president, it's like, you know, I don't give a fuck. You know, it doesn't matter who became president. Like, you got Hillary, you got, you know, this bitch.
Yeah, you just reminded me. They get you Hillary. They get you Hillary or Trump. I mean, what the fuck is that?
It is a joke. It is a joke. Because the thing is like, it doesn't matter whether it's Hillary or Trump. Like, all right, first, fuck Bernie Sanders. Like, fuck them all. It doesn't even fucking matter. Like, it doesn't matter who the fuck became the new puppet. Like, all the presidents and all these bitch-ass puppets before them, they're all, for the last, like, 200 years, they're putting all this shit in place. And I'll tell you right now, in my personal opinion, they finally found the stupid motherfucker, you know, Trump, that's gonna, and I say, I'm not saying Trump, I'm saying Chump, Chump. Like, that's what I call him, Trump.
Say word.
You know what I mean? So, they finally found this stupid motherfucker that's actually gonna try to implement all these laws and the regulations.
You needed a guy to take the fall, and you just met me. You know?
Yeah, but basically that's
it's
it.
like the Big Lebowski. It's like you're gonna be president, and he's a fucking bum, even though he's a billionaire. He's a fucking scumbag. He's a fucking
human paraquat.
Dude, he is the fucking president. It's like that. All that dude wants to do. He's a billionaire. He's a fucking. All he wants to do is be in front of he wants to be in front of a camera, and he wants to be like, "Yo, I signed this, I signed that, blah 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 blah." But the point is it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter that it's fucking Trump. It doesn't matter that it could have been Hillary. It doesn't matter that it was fucking Obama. It doesn't matter that it was fucking. It doesn't matter that it was Bush. People need to understand first and foremost, right? It doesn't fucking matter because there was a plan that was devised a long time before any of us were ever born. And these pieces of shit fucking cocksuckers have been doing this shit for a long fucking time. And let me tell you something else. These motherfuckers, even though they're a piece of shit and whatever, they have some extremely educated and smart pieces of shit. Like, they know what they're doing. Everything that they have said and everything that you see on alternative media. By the way, alternative media for the last 12 months has sold the fuck out. So, let me tell you something.
Not this alternative media, goddammit.
All right, 95% of the alternative media has sold the fuck out. And I'm not about to get into specific examples. I'm just throwing shit out there right now. But alternative media has sold the fuck out. Mainstream media, come on now. They've been sold the fuck out. They've been controlled for a long time. Like, the point is, the bottom line point is that I like to keep it simple, right? It's like that with saying kids. I've been painting houses, I've been doing construction, and I've been doing all that shit for a long period of time, right? And there's a saying in the industry, it's KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yep.
KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And the meaning behind that when it comes to activism, right? It's about this, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Like, stop paying attention and stop getting yourself so involved and so emotionally disturbed by bullshit. Like, don't be a fucking pussy your whole life. Like, don't be a bitch your whole life. Like, are you gonna be this fucking crying ass bitch, like crying about this and crying about that your whole life? Keep it simple.
Yes, I am.
Like,
yes,
no,
I am.
what I'm saying
and ask for money on Facebook.
Hey, well,
Yes, I
I'm
am.
sorry to hear that. And if you need me to send you some tissues, I'll set up a GoFundMe. But
just send me a pack of cigarettes. That'll work. But yeah.
Hey, I'll send you a pack of cigarettes. But bottom line is what I'm saying, right?
Don't put nothing on the cigarettes. Don't. And if you do touch them, I'll get your fingerprint because I watch a lot of FBI files. But yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
go ahead.
All right. Well, yeah, I watch X-Files too. But anyway, no, I really don't watch X-Files. But that's kind of
I don't watch television at all. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
What I want wrestling. Mania comes up. Let's come pick you up, John. We're gonna come pick you up.
No.
And we're going drinking.
All right. Fuck all that shit. But what I'm saying is, right, I like to keep it simple, right?
I'm saying WrestleMania. Donald Trump is president. You're fired.
Can somebody shoot this motherfucker real quick? No. But if you want to know the bottom line, it doesn't matter. Like, people talking about Republican and Democrat and blah, 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 and all this stupid fucking bullshit. Like, we have I like to keep it simple, right? And the way this is my personal perception, right? I like to keep it simple, right? If you want to, you need to drop it down to a common denominator. The common denominator is the government. And the people. So you got the people that are disputing their problems, and they're going against the governments, not just in the United States, but around the world. So the bottom line is are you going to stand up as a person? You're sitting there in your house and you're thinking about all this shit that's going on. What's the main problem? If you actually sit there and you don't get caught up in all of the fucking stupid social engineering bullshit, what's the common problem? The common problem is the government of the fucking country that you live in. And the government of the country that you live in is intimately entwined with the government of other countries. So what's the problem? The government.
It's all order.
Exactly, and it's very, very fucking simple. But but people don't realize that it's that simple.
John, how do you tell somebody that you care about, hey, you know, if you want to break it all down and find out how the puzzle works, it's a plan. Like you said earlier, it's a plan that's been carried out. Like I said with the dumps, it's like the NSA's watching us. Really, that was something they've been working on before they even gave us cell phones or PlayStation. So don't get into the shit with me. But on top of it, you can't explain it to anybody. There's nobody that wants to listen to that. They want.
Well, they might be a little bit more open. Dennis, they might be a little bit more open to listen to it now after the WikiLeaks stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because now all of a sudden it's not just their crazy drunk fucking brother or uncle or cousin or whatever fucking saying it to you. It's somebody outside that is pretty legitimate when it comes to this type of stuff.
Dang old man, clock, click, click, clock. Dang old man. Yeah.
Well, you both just brought up important points. Like, number one, it might be your cousin, your brother, uncle, sister, aunt, niece, blah, 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 whatever, that tells you some shit that you don't believe, but, they're actually on point. But the thing is, when somebody speaks to you about these things, the layman mind will, all right, first and foremost, the human brain, no matter what is said to any person, like, the human brain remembers everything. So, and it's all about cross-referencing.
Hold on a second, John. John, let me hit this pipe real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that everything that you've ever heard in your life, that your brain is going to remember. Whether you remember it or not, that's a different story, because I don't know every single person, and I don't know what they have heard, and blah, 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 whatever. However, the human brain is just like a computer. It remembers everything and every sentence and everything it's ever heard. So when the bottom line is
your history. Look, it's something I just want to add to what you're saying. Your mind is a computer. Like, we use computers, we use cell phones, we type in, we type shit, but you have to have a thought to even type that comment on Facebook or be a part of social media or be on the computer or listen to music or whatever you're doing, make artwork, whatever you do. Okay, my point is that you're right. The human brain is a computer, so your history, everything that you've done since you were a child is replaying in your mind. You just have to understand how to tap into that. We all have a soundtrack to our lives. If my life was a movie, I'm sorry, but if my life was a movie, I already know the soundtrack in my mind of all the music that I grew up listening to, and that's what makes us unique. But in this world, like I said earlier, the New World Order, the plan, the structure, the Big Brother Orwellian state, we're not that important. We think we are. Well, we are, but they're lying to us. It's an illusion.
I know.
It's magic, right?
No, I know. I know.
They call it the Illuminati. They're magicians. They're magicians. Like I said, they mix words, they mix numbers, they mix symbols.
No, but
but it's all lies.
No,
Everything that they do is a lie, and it's government. It's not just entertainment, John. It's not just entertainment. It's not just government.
Well,
they both intertwine. They're both in bed with each other because, you know, Arnold was governor of California, and Donald Trump is fucking president.
Stop it.
So it all intertwined.
Stop whining.
Yeah. Do you want some cheese to go with that wine?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Don't care about
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Yeah.
No, I know.
I know. If I was an FBI agent and I was spying on you, I was sitting outside your house tapping your phones. I was sitting in the van tapping your Wi-Fi and checking out everything you're doing. You would have a problem with that, right? You'd be really mad.
No,
I was doing that.
I mean, well, see, that's the difference between me and other people. Like, if you're sitting there outside my house and
I'm
you're
not
sitting in
saying
the van.
that you need that, but I'm just saying if I was doing that and I was your friend, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm working for the government, but really I'm just going to try to act like a mob boss or something to fit in or play a role. And that brings me back to what I was saying. These politicians, Donald Trump is playing a role. He's a normal guy. He's a business guy. But the camera comes on. He snaps into this persona. He snaps into his ego. And it's all part of the plan. He's been doing this for a long time. This dude is a billionaire. I'm not even joking.
I know, but I hear you, and I agree with you 100%. 100%. Like, I've always said this from the beginning, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't fucking really matter. Dude, Donald Trump, like, all right, quote unquote, you're fired. Like, this dude is nothing more than, like, he sees his presidency as, like, so let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I'm Donald Trump. Oh, bam! Oh, holy shit! I just won the presidency. You know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at like $100 or maybe $200 million in a book deal when I'm done. You know what I mean? On top of the $8 billion that I already have.
Yeah, trust me. I just want to throw this out there. If you own hotels in every major city, including Chicago, this is why Donald Trump cares about Chicago. Is that it's hurting his revenue that's coming into Chicago hotel. But he owns Vegas, Trump Towers, shit, New York City.
Oh, I know.
He doesn't even need to be president. He doesn't need to be president, but he's president, and he's making a business out of it. Even if he's not making a profit, it's just, that's probably something we need. Somebody in there that doesn't need the government to pay them money to sign all this shit. I mean, like I said, I'm not validating for him. I'm not speaking up for him. But we never seen
I hear you.
Somebody like that.
I hear you. I hear you.
Well, I think I think Dennis's point really is that fucking, you know, that's what's duping a lot of these fucking trumpets into fucking, you know, shouting his praises from the tallest of hills, you know, and a lot of the so-called anarchists that all of a sudden, well, you know, Trump might not be so bad.
I've been like you know I've been involved with the movement for like a long time. You guys know this, right? But you know I'll tell you right here and now. Since this stupid fucking bullshit with like Hillary and Trump and blah blah blah. If you've noticed, like like as far as social media goes, like I'm not on there posting anything. If I see some shit about Trump, like I'm not involved with the personal.
After this last election, we all need to smoke a blunt or take a walk and just chill out because that shit was. I mean, that's like I said, Hillary Clinton. Are you?
It's all real, no, but that's all.
Go ahead, John.
No, but that's my exact point when I say people need to keep it simple. It doesn't matter who the fuck won president. It could have been Trump. It could have been Hillary. It doesn't fucking matter. Like it's all a fucking game. It's all. Yo, you want the prime example? Fucking Hunger Games. Like it doesn't matter. You got these stupid motherfuckers that run around. No, but hold on. You got these stupid motherfuckers and they're running around. They're like Republican, Democrat, Trump this, blah blah blah. I'm watching all these videos about these like physical fights and people getting hurt at these pro-Trump or anti-Trump and blah blah. And I'm just sitting back and I'm laughing at all these fucking fools. Like, do you stupid motherfuckers realize what the fuck is really going on? Like, are you that fucking dumb? Like, what is fucking wrong with you? Like, people need to wake the fuck up and realize, like I said,
there's a saying that goes in the construction industry: keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? Like a carpenter, do your best and cock the rest, like a caulking gun. Do your best and cock the rest.
Do your job.
But
do your job.
Yeah,
that's what it means.
Yeah, but
because like I said, I worked in construction for a long time. But yeah, just, do your job. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
and when it comes to what we do, John, like I said, yeah. Go ahead.
But you got these stupid motherfuckers running around, and they got these political stupid ass beliefs like, oh, I'm Republican, oh, I'm Democrat, oh, I'm liberal. Like, fuck you and your labels, you stupid bitch. Like, fuck you and your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Like, bottom line, fuck your feelings. Like, I don't give a fuck what you fucking, like, you have your personal opinion, so do I. Okay, but you know what? If I'm chilling at this spot right here, right now, and I'm sitting here and, like, I want to light a fire, and I'm hanging out, and I light a fire, I want to drink a couple beers, I want to smoke a joint, I'm about to fucking take an 8 emotions, like, blah, blah, whatever. Like, put it this way, if I'm not on your shit, and I'm not doing whatever I want to do on your shit, then fuck your feelings. Like, I follow one law and one rule. If you don't fuck with me, I'm not going to fuck with you. If I don't fuck with you, then you shouldn't fuck with me. That's the bottom line. Mm-hmm. And then, right. I mean, I'm not trying to get into the whole political shit because that's what the government's doing. Like Monsanto and Bayer just hooked up together and they're about to take over the medical marijuana shit.
Yeah,
but hold on. In Colorado right now, marijuana is 100% illegal. Then why the fuck are you paying $500 an ounce, you stupid fucks? To put a seed in the ground and grow that shit, you ain't paying nothing. But people don't understand.
This is interesting. I want to change subjects because I don't know how much time we got. I'm sure do another hour here.
We got about another 20 minutes left in this broadcast, and if we really wanted to, I suppose I might be talked into doing something tomorrow night or perhaps Sunday night.
Sounds like Lee Pierce stirred, and he don't want to take more shots.
No, Lee Pierce has to get up and fucking work in the morning, goddammit.
I'm fucking with you, man.
You brought up a good point, John. Monsanto and Bayer, they combined their names, right? So it's not Monsanto anymore. So I was talking to Payday Monsanto. I think it was on the show. I think Lee Pierce was there. It was last month or something. And I told him, I was like, you got to change your name. Payday Monsanto is not going to work anymore because that company doesn't exist. It's like it never happened. Yeah. What happened to Monsanto? Yeah. Where'd they go?
Yeah.
Oh, Bayer. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. They joined hands with Bayer, and now even more destructive. Again, Fukushima, right? Tomorrow, today. Yeah. It's going to be all these years, and nothing has happened. Nothing has changed.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about nothing has changed, right? First and foremost, when the whole the DAPL happened, and I was in contact with my personal friends that were out there, and they were front and center. They were frontline soldiers on that shit. Look, it doesn't fucking matter if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna That's why I got multiple. I actually had it's really small, compared to a lot of different shit that's going on, regardless of whatever the protest is about. But I had a shirt made, and it said, the Million Mass March, it says, Million Mass March, the last peaceful protest. And let me tell you something. When it came to DAPL, the North Dakota Access Pipeline, and it came to all this shit, I don't give a... but I even said, from 2013, the first Million Mass March, this shit's not going to work. You know what I mean? The peaceful protest doesn't work, and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I said it fucking 4 years ago, the peaceful protest is bullshit. Not to get into all the details about DAPL, even though that was a fucking scam that fucking chief and blah, blah, blah was saying, remain peaceful, remain unarmed. You know what? And I'll tell you right now, a direct quote from Malcolm X, we need to speak the language they understand. And the meaning behind that is, like, these motherfuckers, like, Henry Kissinger even, he's quoted as saying, let them march all they want as long as they pay their taxes. It doesn't fucking matter. You can protest in the street. You can go out there and fight and blah, 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 and get tear gas. I've been there. Like, you guys know this. I've been there. I've been tear gas. I've been there like, in Ferguson, from Ferguson to Cleveland to fucking Chicago. Like, you knew it. Like, we've been there. And what has it done? And not only the protest and the event, not only the protest and all the shit that I've been in, but let's talk about fucking the last 40 years. These peaceful protests and all this bullshit, it doesn't fucking matter. And Malcolm X pinpointed it and said, we need to speak the language they fucking understand. That is a monumental piece of fucking, like, that is the point. Like, they don't give a fuck. You can go out there in the street. You can go out there in the street. You can. I've been there. I've shut down the intersections personally. Me, Alex Archer, fucking David Flo Rodriguez. You know, we've been there. We've shut down intersections across this nation, right? And we've done all this shit.
But what's the other guy? Richard Browder. I mean, he does the anonymous artwork on the mask. I'm sure he sent you a few masks.
Yeah, Richard Brewster. But my point is everything that we've all done, and I knew it was going to happen since the first March. But what has it all done? It has done fucking nothing. Like, they don't give a fuck. You can go out there because they know that these people that are going to these protests are going to go out there and they're going to fucking take a piece of cardboard and I'm going to write on it like, you ain't never seen a fucking protest that I've been holding some stupid ass fucking sign, saying some fucking dumb shit. But the thing is, like, I don't give a fuck what you write on that sign. You can take a piece of cardboard and write anything the fuck you want on it. But what is it going to do? It ain't going to do nothing to shut motherfuckers. Yeah, take your Sharpie, make your little sign, and fucking stand out there and hold it up, and the only thing that's going to happen is either A, you're going to get arrested.
You know what? I'll tell you this though, boys. If you're going to get out there to protest and hold a sign, when I see somebody doing it, and I see it happen in this town right here in the Midwest, ladies and gentlemen,
going to a wrestling show
on a weekly basis. No, I'm telling you, on a weekly basis, I see people in this town stand by themselves with a sign to protest. You know, and to me, if you're gonna have a sign, and you feel that you need a sign to protest, if you're gonna be the one that has the fucking balls to get out there and go stand in front of a place by yourself, by all means, take a sign with you. You know, put something out there that people are driving by, looking at you, and go, "What's that motherfucker just stand there? What's that sign say? Oh, these motherfuckers kill babies. Oh, okay, you know." It's things like that, you know, that draws people's attention. And when they put up the signs at the mass protests, you know, like they did the Women's March and shit like that, you know, it's kind of like...
Yeah, that fucking Women's March was a fucking joke. That Women's March... You ever see that fucking meme on Facebook? It's like the fucking...
the Woman of the Year.
Let me finish.
The Woman of the Year last year. It was a dude.
No, but no. Bro, I was in DC. So I wasn't in DC for the Women's March. I was in DC for something else that I'm not gonna bring up. But anyways, like, that Women's March was a fucking joke. All I saw was North Face jackets and fucking Ugg boots. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck you doing? Like, oh, I'm a female. And I have a vagina. I have power. It's like, bitch. Like, is that all you have to say? Is that all you have to say? Because if that's all you have to say, then you're fucking useless and you're a fucking joke. And it was so pathetic, dude. It was so pathetic. There were like trash barrels all overfilling with Starbucks stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, should I get my fucking pumpkin spice latte? Oh, should I get my
McDonald's coffee going through the process?
Can I get my pumpkin spice? No,
no. I can get 50 cents off this fucking latte. So hold on.
No, Dennis, don't be a feminist. Don't be an asshole.
Hashtag feminist.
No, hold on. It's not a large. It's a fucking grande.
Grande.
It's not a large, it's a grande. When you go to Starbucks, you can't order a large.
Hey.
It's a grande. Hey,
Latte,
pumpkin spice.
John, don't say that shit anymore, okay? That shit's whack, dude. Don't say that grande shit anymore, man. That shit's whack, dog.
Hey, I saw that shit with my own eyes, bro. And I'm watching that. I'm like walking down the street, and I got my pit bull Vader. Keep in mind, he's a fucking beast. He's a real pit bull. He's about 5.5 months right now, but he's a fucking monster. And I got him. He's about to be a fully trained protection dog, trained killer. But you know what I mean. But he's walking down the street, and he takes his shit, and these stupid's like, "Hey, not gonna clean it up." Like, I just look at him, and I'm like, and I was getting this like blank stare, like, really? Yeah, but dude, I was there in DC, and the whole thing was like this unorganized, like stupid bullshit. It was like really like
it's the toilet bowl of this country.
Dude, the women's march was, and I support any first and foremost, I support any woman.
It's Satan's asshole is Washington D.C.
Well, Vader dropped his asshole numerous times in D.C.
Shit all over that place, Vader.
Yeah, just real quick. Like I was saying earlier, they specialize in, illusions and magic on population. So, like, when you see something coming out where the CIA is spying on us, people are like, well, oh, that's everyday news. That affects me. Trust me, it affects you. Big Brother's watching. Like I said, my toaster's got a microphone in it, probably. And I'm paranoid. Paranoid schizophrenic. Sick of it. Sick of them spying on me. I got to go to McDonald's to get Wi-Fi. Get off the grid. Get off the grid. You don't belong here. But doing radio shows, I appreciate doing radio. And it's crazy. It's a crazy time. Like I said, people are going to go back in history and they're going to be like, in 2017, Donald Trump was president. Is that a fucking bad? Is that a bad Futurama episode? Or the Simpsons or something?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, but that's my point. It's like, that's not my point. Like, Donald Trump, it could have been Trump, it could have been Hillary, it could have been this dude, it could have been that dude. It doesn't matter who it is because these motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's an illusion. It's magic.
I know.
On another planet, right? We live on planet A, okay? Earth A is where we live. There might be another planet in an alternate universe where Hillary Clinton was president right now, and we'd be having the same fucking conversation we're having right now. Like, I can't believe Hillary Clinton's president. This shit is fucking ridiculous.
Exactly.
Liberals, I know.
Let's kill each other and then talk about religion. Let's talk about religion after that, so we can really stab each other.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, these motherfuckers are going to do whatever they're going to do, and they can have anybody run for president. Yeah, they can have anybody run for president.
You can't even talk to people or be yourself around people anymore because people are always, society has made people...
Oh, no, you totally can't. You can't. Fuck them. Fuck them and their stupid little society goddamn fucking rules. Be your goddamn self and fucking spread the goddamn truth every fucking where you get a goddamn chance. Be that asshole that speaks up out of nowhere and fucking interrupts everybody else and says, hey, guess what? You're all a bunch of fucking slaves. fucking slaves to this goddamn system that keeps raping you over and over again. I can't believe that the poop doesn't just fall out of your buttholes because you're fucked up it so much by the government. And I'm that guy, you know, I'll be that fucking guy till the day I goddamn die, and I hope everybody else starts to embrace that fucking shit. Because for Christ's sakes, it's the time for pussyfooting and pandering and meandering around to these people. Let me be soft to you about this, is fucking over. The little shit show days of finger-banging old Mary Jane Rottencrotch through her pretty pink panties have fucking ended, okay? It's time for you motherfuckers out there, you sleeping fucking sheeple, walking around zombies, walking dead, watching motherfuckers, to actually wake the fuck up. And if it takes me getting out here and cussing your stupid ass out, guess what? I'm going to. And you may want to fight me. You may want to fucking take revenge. You may want to say, hey, let's go to war, Lee. Go right ahead, motherfucker, because it's time to make a stand or to fucking fall back and jerk off and eat Cheetos. And I'm sorry, kids. I'm done eating Cheetos. I'm done jerking off. It's time to fucking stand up and man the fuck up. And goddamn it, y'all need to do the same fucking thing.
Fuck that. Fuck, Lee, fuck that. If they want to stand the fuck up and fight that bullshit, I'm right there with you, bro. Dude, I got fucking Glocks locked, slaves loaded. I'm ready to go.
And you know, sleeping fucking idiot or not, you know, dude, I'm still gonna fight for your fucking rights. I'm still gonna fight for your fucking freedom. I'm still gonna be out here trying to educate and inform people as much as possible to make sure that, you know, that they get it and they come around to the way of thinking of how useful or how useless, excuse my faux pas there, how useless the fucking government is and how much of an intrusion and a rape it is on your freedom and lifestyle, and completely, you know, and entirely, and how much of a falsehood it is that anarchism is chaos, you know. It's I'm going to do that regardless of how much you hate me or not. But goddamn it.
Real quick.
Go right ahead. Breaking news.
Breaking news from CNN, Fox News, and all.
No, wait a minute. We got to hear what the motherfuckers.
This is breaking news. This is very important.
Sorry,
Today's show has been hacked. It's been hacked by CIA and other government.
By the Russians.
Because now my phone is going crazy. I can't control my phone. It's like blacked out, and I'm talking to you.
Yeah, we still got you.
There's some serious activity going on with conspiracy theories here on tonight's show. So I'll pass it over to you.
We need to consult Mulder on this shit real quick. Mulder and that other motherfucker from X-Files. But straight up, like, where they were talking about like real issues from the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Russia hacked my shit. It was Russia.
No, Dennis, I'm feeling you on that Russia shit because my phone keeps dropping out, and I know the fucking is on my shit. But
right.
But what I'm saying is, like, it doesn't matter whether this, that, and the other thing, and they be talking all this shit and blah blah. It's all about that stupid bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like the bottom line is, it's like they want to flood the information waves with so much bullshit that people on the regular, your everyday average person doesn't really know what's going on. That's why they do that.
People that hate down for 1,000.
Yeah, well, we'll fuck them and their feelings, because that's the bottom line.
We're trying to get sponsors here tonight. We're trying to get some non-GMO food to help us out and fund us so we can have a show next week. Let me tell you, for 35 cents a day, you can help us out.
Hey, well, for 35 cents a day, you can help out some African. Yeah, you can help out some African child. But however, if you donate 35 cents a day, only about 4 cents is actually gonna.
Yeah, because Sally Struthers is taking the other 31 cents to buy Oreos. We all know this.
Do you actually know that stupid fucking cunt that owns fucking Susan G. Komen her first name is Nancy, and I've been for the last week I've been trying to remember her name, but the stupid cunt that owns Susan G. Komen. Her first name is Nancy. Her net worth is 330 plus million.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I know that is because, I was in Boston for like a couple of weeks, like 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, they're going to do like this breast cancer walk.
You're talking about
but hold on.
when the football players wear pink and it's fun, everybody wears pink.
Yeah, that type of shit, you know what I mean? So I was in Boston like 2-3 years ago, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go to this I'm going to go to this event that supports breast cancer awareness or whatever. So I'm going to go there. So I go on their website, and they're like, oh, if you want to come to this bitch, you got to pay $95. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm trying to support you stupid bitches. $95? Fuck you and your $95.
Yeah, even WWE was involved with Susan G. Komen there for about a year until a lot of us got on their websites and their social media page, and we fucking posted all this information to them. And these motherfuckers had to pay attention to it. We've got 2 minutes left in the show, boys. 2 minutes left.
Fuck your 2 minutes, bitch.
I don't give a fuck, man. You respect my authority.
Well, all right. Well, fuck you then.
well, fuck you.
Bitch, you're just scared because I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna drink you on the table.
No, son, I'm afraid you're not. See, I actually live on alcohol, and
yeah, well, probably not, but I'm gonna fucking try, bitch.
Well, I'll let you try. I will support you, and I promise I won't teabag you when you're passed out.
All right, when I come to your house, you have to donate $95 to the we got Dennis Ford, fucking Coleman, fucking donation. Whatever. Hey, I'm bringing my
That's for sure, kids. Thanks everybody for tuning into the Friday nights.
I'm bringing my fucking pit bull who's gonna bite somebody.
John's dog's gonna bite somebody. Me and Dennis are gonna sit back and drink and laugh and get stoned out of our fucking minds while we watch the chaos roll on.
I'm getting stoned too. Don't forget me. I'm getting stoned too.
Right on. That's for sure, kids.
Before you end the show, I want everybody to remember today, tomorrow, whatever. Fukushima, 5 years at least.
Yep. Fukushima, 6 years, still leaking. Shit's falling into the ocean. Keep remembering that. Keep pushing that knowledge around. Keep pushing all the knowledge around that you've heard tonight. Big thanks to Renegade Smith.